Yeah, here we go. Round 3 from the DMAC Golf Outing, live here at the Links of Novi. How you doing this afternoon? My name is Stick, joined with my man Tom Mazaway to my right.
What up, everybody?
To the left, if you're viewing right now.
Left to right on your radio dial.
Yes, and we have Flannel Sam as always here, and of Fletch, of course. And we are at the Darren McCarty Golf Outing. We've been here all day long. It's been an absolutely gorgeous day. The smell of hamburgers have been wafting by.
I think they're doing steaks now.
They're doing steaks over here to the left. Maz walks in and just missed the hamburgers by like 5 minutes, and you can't break a man's heart better than that.
Oh, that was a killer, man. But a great smell nonetheless.
Yeah, and joining us right now, the man of the hour. What's cool about this is the Darren McCarty Golf Outing, but Darren's not even golfing. What he's doing is he's hanging out here
Kissing
at
babies.
the turn, getting a picture with everybody, signing stuff. I hear people coming up to him with all different stories about stuff they're signing. For my 3-year-old nephew, for my 80-year-old dad. Like, just the gamut is run with this man. Darren, why did you start this thing, and what's going on here today?
Well, fellas, nice to see you. Maz, you know what? We didn't think you could handle both the hot dog burger and steak, so I got a special steak over there for
Thanks,
you. A little
Mac.
2-ouncer.
Thanks, Mac.
2-ounce rump roast.
That's all I need.
On the back end, just because of all the love for you. Stick, and I appreciate, and first and foremost, to all the love to the Woodward sports family for being able to be a part of this and make it, because Woodward Sports is my family. We've got a lot of big things coming up. I think that to be able to be here for me, for Darren McCarty, and if I'm in a third person myself, which
today you can.
Because
you just did.
I'm sitting right next to the legend killer, so I can't just waiting to see. He's been on fire today, by the way, Sam. I love it. But this is my favorite day of the year. It's my favorite day of the year because no matter what I'm doing, whether it's with the Wings and you run into me at LCA, or it's a grinder, or it's Woodward Sports, or it's comedy, or it doesn't matter what it is, I'm a battery, and you, the people out there through the airwaves, are the power for a lot of different reasons, through my ups and downs and through struggles and survival, and everybody's got a story. Well, it's one of these things that I realize, and this is, to me, I'm just the figurehead. I'm just the guy with the 4 cups that, maybe you shine the light, but it's about my team and it's about my family, the people I surround myself with, the people that have supported me, that maybe I only get to see once a year at this tournament. But for me, it's not about the golf. As you see, obviously, haven't been in this week. Shout out Juicy Jeff and Stick for filling in. But the golf season, it's one of these things that's important. So I think you get a little bit of a taste of what it's all about, but this is a way for me to host it, to say thank you, to give back, and to see people and to see what we're doing. Not only what I'm doing, but who I'm involved with, whether it's the Questionable Tees, the Woodward Sports Network, to all the different sponsors that are out here, are a part of it's not like a movement or a revolution, but it's about people. Don't tell me what, tell me who. So this is all my who. It's a great way for me to get together to raise some funds that go strictly to people or causes like military families, but specifically to certain families. Or like this year, one of the sponsorees is the Walled Lake Girls Golf Team. Why? Because one of my guys, Jeff Kavanaugh, who has helped me with all my charity stuff, his daughter's a senior there. So want to lead by example, that we can all give back within what we do, what we love. It's a lot of the things, to just continue what we're doing and trying to grow with the Woodward Sports Network. So, for me, this is my favorite day of the year, my favorite golf event, and I think it's because I don't have to hit a shot.
Hey, man, never disappointed.
I love golf a lot, but just, and shout out to Links of Novi and the Sing group and, everybody on the staff here to make this day so enjoyable. The weather has turned out, but it's everything that I could ask. And one thing that I am proud of is that the prize table, and that's not saying the silent auction, which I believe the silent auction table, you can get things that you really can't.
I'm bidding on 3 things at the current moment. I got a Dennis Rodman jersey, the Bo Jackson helmet, and the Dorn jersey from Major League.
I just outbid him on the Bo Jackson.
I love it. You guys go at it. It's all going to a great cause. But I love the table for the participants, and it's sort of like a drawing and stuff, but just all the different random stuff. That's really cool stuff.
It's great. You know what I love the best? When I was driving in here and I saw all the DMAC flags coming in, the Darren McCarty charity golf outing, the grind time. It's Woodward Sports. I'm so proud of you, man.
Well, you know what, Tommy, and because here's the thing, if people out there know or they don't know, I'll always reiterate it, is that you've been a friend of mine since covering back in the day, and you can go see Maz's cameo appearance on
Twice.
the E60 Unrivaled, where you will see that he was there back in the day. Well, we've been friends. You know, you've been a true friend of mine. And what do I mean by that is you've never really cared about DMAC. You can take him or leave him sometimes. He's pretty hard on you sometimes out of love, but you've always cared about Darren. So for you to say that, Maz, being, you know, a true friend of mine, that lets me know I'm doing things the right way and surrounded by the right people. I think that's the best part. You know, how we haven't even mentioned the fact that Rob Sims and Calvin Johnson and Braylon Edwards is out here.
Joique showed up about 30 minutes ago, right on time. Tee-off was at 9 and Joique shows up at 1:30, but he made it.
Coaster's here.
You know, like that's the one thing is that if you can't love people for who they are, it's just the fact of, you know, Eddie Meo's out here, Eddie Murray, all, you know, friends like that. So for me, it lets me look back and sort of, when I always preach self-awareness and looking in the mirror, this is a great mirror shot for me. And it's motivation. It's motivation for a lot of things while I am away from Woodward Sports. It's not like where you get to see I am doing other things, but it's also, too, it always comes back to the network and how we're going to grow this thing. So I'm a big part of the network. The network's a big part of me, and the fact that, you know, I wouldn't have it any other way or expect it any other way than to host all 3 shows here, and the way that the team makes it happen. You know, I think that we see what we're building. You know, I think we can feel it. There's a vibe. I think it's out there, and we're just going to continue to work hard, and we're going to have fun. That's the one. That's the key, right? The one thing is the comment that I've heard through every show this morning, from whether Adam's swearing so that poor Sam, like, you should be. How can you legend kill me when that guy probably makes you go through the tapings and delete his swear words about 80? We're gonna have a talk on Tuesday, all right? Legend Killer, I'm not taking over this show, but I'm just saying.
And what D-Mac's referring to is Sam has to edit the radio audio that we send out to the Roar.
I've maybe sworn one time.
And so every time Adam swears, Sam has to go into the audio, edit it out, make sure it's fine so it reaches FCC regulations so we can send it to the radio. On the internet, we're good. But today, live time, you got to witness Sam every time Adam swore, just be like, damn it.
I mean, usually I don't care because I'm just getting the timestamps from Fish, the audio engineer on Morning Woodward show. But today, I could actually hear it in real time. I was just a few feet away, and I'm just like, oh, because he went so long during this show and was fine. And in the last maybe 15 minutes, it was just like, you know, F this, F that.
Look, see, that's what I want. I just want to see, guys, Sam Flannel is human. That's all I wanted to say here. That's what we did. And you know what also is cool? Stick for playing in the events, and shout out to Links of Novi, the way that this course is laid out, is that everybody gets around. And the one thing is that, to finish what I was saying, is that I've had 10, 12 people come by and go, man, you guys look like you have fun over there at Woodward Sports. Yeah. And I'm like, absolutely. And you know what? Woodward Sports for the people, so you guys can have fun with us no matter what we're doing too. So thank you for joining us. Thank you guys for all your love and support for everything I do. But, you know, this is, if I say the destination is Oasis, enjoy the journey. To me, this is the journey day where I have to sit back and take it in and be proud of that. I've surrounded myself with the right people, and I'm proud of who I am today, Maz.
We love you, man.
Love you too, buddy.
Well, D-Mac, you're doing a great thing today, and, I don't know if people know this about you, but that is the toughest man I've ever met and one of the nicest men I have ever met. The two things can coexist, and part of the reason you get to be so nice is, if anybody messes with you, they catch the left.
We always say, Stick, is that if you don't get along with me, then what's wrong with you? Right?
Peace and love, man.
Peace and love, baby.
Peace and
you
love.
know I preach that. You have an option. Come see me if you don't.
Well, thank you for having us out
thank
here.
you guys,
Links of
and thanks
Novi,
for-
Darren McCarty
See you
Golf
next week.
Outing. He's going to be
Big
on.
D Energy Tuesday.
Big D.
Let's go. We're getting at this football season. I haven't even talked about Dan Campbell and Hard Knocks. See you then.
Don't forget my steak.
Dan Campbell and Hard Knocks. We're going to be talking about that coming up next. But, Maz, you want to tell them about Planet Fitness? Or you want me to tell them about Planet Fitness? Fletch, who you got?
That's you,
Flannel
buddy.
Sam, baby.
Flannel
Get it.
Sam.
Oh, no. There you go.
No, I got it. I got it. Planet Fitness, they're currently having the summertime pass. If you are a high school student between the ages of 14 and 19, you can work out for free via the high school summer pass. Free, and it goes all the way until August 31st. But for everyone else, Planet Fitness is a judgment-free zone where membership starts at only $10 a month.
Only $10?
Or you can, only $10. Or you can get the black card for $24.99 per month. Join today in club or online at planetfitness.com. Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Essential.
Hi, my diamonds. It's Crystal with an X. You want to get hot and perfect like me? Here's my super easy routine. Drink at least a gallon of water before you wake up. Attach a weight to everything in your house. Sell your car and just sprint everywhere. Scream when you exhale.
Don't follow Crystal with an X. Do your own thing at Planet Fitness with tons of equipment and free fitness training in our clean and spacious clubs. Join now for just $10 a month and cancel anytime.
Hi, I'm John from Better Rate Mortgage, and to me, family is more than blood. That's why I have the biggest family in Metro Detroit. If you're looking to buy a house or refinance and need a loan, come get treated better than family by me and our entire team here at Better Rate Mortgage. We pride ourselves on giving you better advice, better service, and a better loan experience. That's why we are Better Rate. If you're looking for a new mortgage, come get treated like family. Actually, better with Better Rate Mortgage. Visit us at mybetterrate.com or call at 248-480-4467 today.
Make sure you download the Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device.
Oh, it's me.
Big boy.
Yeah, I see that now. Ciabattas, summer salads, and hand-dipped shakes. Try a chicken club and chicken cordon bleu, or, of course, a sunrise ham and cheddar, all on our grilled ciabatta bread, of course, only at Big Boy. Keep it light if you like. The Michigan apple, the chicken Caesar, or the Greek salad, and then my favorite, it's dessert. Don't forget to cool off with a nice hand-dipped shake. How about a cookies and cream or a strawberry shake? I personally like the chocolate shake myself. You heard it here first. Summer just got better at Big Boy.
Welcome back to the Bottom Line, live on the Woodward Sports Network. My name is Stick, filling in for Ryan Ermanni today. He's going to join us, right?
Yeah, a couple minutes.
He's going to join us via phone.
Yes, the bat phone.
That is Maz. He's filling in for Braylon, who's out golfing right now. We are live at the Darren McCarty
Is golf season
Golf
almost
Outing.
over?
Never. I mean, maybe once it starts snowing.
I tell you, man.
And we got Flannel Sam in here and, of course, Fletch. So let's get to it. Lions are still practicing in Indy. Much better day yesterday, from what I understand, and a pretty decent day today. I heard Aleem McNeil was really standing out as one of the players.
That's a great thing. And Dan Campbell spoke yesterday and how much he thinks this team can play with some of these big boys, and he calls the Colts a big boy. And remember, yesterday we showed you that little spat that they had on the first day, just a couple of days ago. So they're not backing down to these guys either, and they're just getting better. It looks like they're getting more comfortable in their own skin right now. You know, let's face it, they're a 3-win team, and the Colts were, well, they're supposed to be a playoff team, and they just fell a little bit short at the end. But I want to put that text up from Dave Birkett. He said that Dan Campbell is really impressed with his team against the big boys.
And you know what? I expected that out of the offense, right? Because we expect our offense to kind of be the star of the show this year. But hearing that on the defense, because after the first day, I heard our defense was just getting pushed all over the place.
That was the deal.
Second day, they got a little tougher. And then today, obviously a little bit tougher. So that's good to hear that Dan Campbell's encouraged. But also, I don't think Dan Campbell's the type of guy that would hop on and just be like, I don't know. We got our ass kicked out there. I don't know if he would say that necessarily, but it's good to hear from the head coach that he's pretty excited about how the team looked against other live action.
No doubt, and I'm looking forward to seeing Hard Knocks week number 3 coming up on Tuesday night on HBO. Of course, we'll have our HBO guy, Pat Harris, on with us on Wednesday. Already locked in the time and all. They actually like coming on with us, and I can't wait to get down to nuts and bolts with this team going forward. They play the Colts, of course, Saturday, which is tomorrow.
1
o'clock kickoff from the old Hoosier Dome. Now it's called, what is it called? The Lucas Oil Stadium. Well, it's not. The Hoosier Dome is gone.
I was going to say, that
Lucas
is not
Oil
the,
Stadium.
yeah. Have you been down there?
I haven't been to Lucas Oil, but I went to the old joint.
It's nice. It's weird. It's very similar to Ford Field. It's kind of like just a warehouse in the middle of nowhere.
Yep, it looks like
it. And it's pretty nice. Indianapolis reminds me a lot of Detroit football team-wise in that way. The way we're kind of built right now, like strictly off the offensive line, because Indy's offensive line, arguably top 5, maybe number 1 in the league, depends how you want to gauge it. And then hopefully you put behind them a great running back, and we're hoping that DeAndre Swift is that guy. You're still having your doubts.
I am, but you know what? I've got to give the guy a chance, right? He said his goal is 1,000 receiving and 1,000 rushing yards. He's got Jamal Williams there. He's got a couple of Jamar Jefferson. There's a couple other backs there fighting for a spot on this team as well. So, hey, man, I'm not saying anything about him yet. Stay on the field and just do what you said. I'd love it. If you can get 1,500 yards combined, I'd be happy.
Well, we are live at D-Max Golf Outing at the Links of Novi, and they're doing an auction in there, and they got some Aiden Hutchinson stuff.
I saw that.
Did you see that?
Did you see what he wrote on his helmet?
No.
He wrote on his helmet, it was a Lions helmet, and he wrote, "From the big house to Ford Field," and then he signed his name, Aiden Hutchinson. It was like $300 first bid on that one. So, I put my name on the line for the first one.
Really? You bid on that one?
I'm not going to get it.
Yeah.
But I bid on it anyway.
That happened to me at the last golf outing we were at. I bid on the Riley Green baseball, not thinking I would win, and I got a call. Hey, you won it. I was like,
won.
All right, that was the only bet. Cool.
There's a couple things in there that I love. There's a Barry Sanders picture, and it says the Lion King, and it's got this Hall of Fame plaque, and it's got Barry in a picture. I think he's running against the Broncos at that time, if I'm not mistaken. But I put a little bit on that as well. It's a great photo. It's a great thing for the man cave. Redoing mine at home, the home office. So I'm a big helmet guy, as you guys know. I got all the mini authentic helmets. I do have one big giant helmet. Now I need a Lions helmet. I wouldn't mind having Aiden Hutchinson go on the mantle.
Yeah, and you bid on it.
I did.
How much you bid?
Well, it's the 300 first bid.
300, man.
That's the first bid.
Daddy Warbucks over
I don't have 300. I'm hoping someone outbids me, to be perfectly honest.
There's some Aiden Hutchinson
Look at
messing
that,
around, just having fun. I mean, this guy dominates no matter what he's doing, whether it's practice.
He's got the motor. They were talking about. Remember we talked about to our HBO guy?
Yep.
They were like the most surprised about his motor.
He got that fumble. And he's been having a good showing, and it's so nice that we hit on that pick, man. Like, how much stress does that take off, knowing that our number 2 overall pick is going to show out like a number 2 overall pick? We don't have to worry at this point. We've only watched one preseason game, but if you're watching practice and you're watching Hard Knocks, you're understanding that this guy's got a motor to keep him going, and no matter what, he is going to be a try-hard in the league.
The kicker on him was, don't draft him. He's a 2-move guy. You know, he can't do anything else but just the swim move and, the club move. And, as a defensive end, you're going to have to do more than that because they're going to catch up to you really quick. So last week, he had a pretty good game against Atlanta. Let's see what he does against the Colts coming up here tomorrow.
Flannel Sam, that's your guy, that's your hero, that's your boo. How you feeling about Hutch showing out in practice again?
I mean, it's just more and more encouragement. I'm looking at Aiden Hutchinson. Just imagine if Aiden Hutchinson actually pops the way that we hope that he does. He could be one of the biggest state legends in history. Being a great Michigan player and then going on to the Lions, it's like out of a fairy tale. And everything I've seen from the practice footage, everything I've seen from preseason game 1, I'm not ready to put him in the Hall of Fame yet, but nothing has discouraged me from thinking so highly of him. I am just thrilled with what I've seen out of Aiden Hutchinson so far in a small sample size.
You know what else is really picking up steam, and we've been talking about him, and people don't get sick of talking about this guy, but he might just stick. Malcolm Rodriguez, again, I read something about him every single day, about him doing something special in practice and standing out. Of course, the linebacker's a weak spot on this team, so it's maybe not so hard to step out, but 44 is in a lot of plays, and he's going to start. He's going to start as a 6th-round pick.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You start the best man, right?
Look at him.
I mean, this is once you're in the door, it really doesn't matter where you're drafted. Like, see Tom Brady. I mean, that's probably A1 example of what it means to be a late-round pick. And once you get in the game, you better perform. If you perform, it's the NFL. They're going to pay you. You're going to play. That's it. You're going to beat I mean, we're looking at the linebacker position right now with him. And look at Jared Davis. Jared Davis was a first-round pick, but the competition doesn't seem to be even close right now. I still think Jared Davis is going to make the team. You guys don't, but it's nice to know that we're pulling people out of the 6th round, and we're almost talking about Malcolm Rodriguez more than anybody else on the Lions at this point.
Well, the defense was, let's face it, they struggled. They hung in there last year, but they were one of the lowest rated squads in the NFL. So that's why they concentrated. You heard Sean yesterday. They're concentrating on one door at a time. Last year, who'd they take care of? The offensive line.
Yep.
This year, they're taking care of the defensive line.
Oh, Maz getting some love.
My guy. That's Donnie Nadeau in the house.
And now he's flexing over there.
There he goes.
Yeah, look at that guy.
So, getting back to that defense, they can only go up, man. And looking forward to seeing what they got going, at least against Indianapolis this week.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to – what are you most looking forward to seeing Saturday? I mean, do you think the starters are going to play the entire first half? Because that's normally how it goes. A quarter, a half, rest before the regular season, get the body right. Do you
Not
think
sure. We're going to have
them?
Dave Birkett on a little bit about in the 3 o'clock hour.
Okay.
We'll ask him more because, let's face it, those are the guys that know, because they're there every single day. So we'll ask him. But I've read a lot of teams are sitting their players out the second game. I think they're handling this preseason differently this time. It's only 3 games. They're just taking it easy. They want to get to the regular season pretty much unscathed. There were a couple of guys. Look at Zach Wilson. Goes down in the first freaking game against with the Jets. The first couple of minutes. Was it practice even? It was a non-contact in practice. He goes down. They don't want that. They're going to have Joe Flacco starting week 1. Now, Joe Flacco, well, he did all right. He won a Super Bowl. But, it's not that Joe Flacco anymore. But it's good veteran presence. Jets were lucky to have him. And they got my guy, Mike White, sitting
I like Mike White, man.
I love
Mike. Thought when they played him last year. 400
yards, man.
Yeah. I thought that was a viable option last year. Him and Davis Mills were two, sneaky
Davis Mills
quarterbacks.
got a job.
Yeah, 2 sneaky quarterbacks last year.
Got a job.
I think so. Sam, what do you think?
Of
everything.
Everything. Okay. Well, when it comes to the Lions, there's a lot to unpack there. When it comes to the Lions preseason game, there's definitely a part of me that wants everyone important to sit just to not risk injury. But at the same time, you can't wrap these guys up in bubble wrap. You can get injured in preseason. You can get injured in practice. It doesn't matter. And I just want to see more of the same from guys like DeAndre Swift and Aiden Hutchinson, the offensive line. I mean, if they play the whole first half, you'll actually get a bigger gauge of what they can be. And this is a good team, the Indianapolis Colts. They have some of the best players in the NFL at their respective positions, like Jonathan Taylor, Quentin Nelson, Darius Leonard. And to see them go up against that kind of competition, even though it's preseason, but if it's for a full half, I think it'll tell you something. It'll tell you more than in the first preseason game. And I'm just hoping to get more confirmation bias for me for Aiden Hutchinson, DeAndre Swift, because those are my guys. Those are obviously always going to be the ones that I want to see do well.
Yeah, that was one of the negative things about about this preseason game that just happened is we knew they were only going to play the first quarter, but there were only 2 possessions in the first quarter. One on offense, one on defense. So we really didn't get a big sample size. I'm happy with what we did on offense, terrified with what we did on defense, but I wish they would have both gotten 2 possessions. That clock was just
It did. I was sitting there, and I'm looking. I'm like, okay, the Lions are going to get one more possession. It was 5 seconds left, and they just let the clock run out and get the hell out of there. Because let's face it, they don't want as many possessions as we want to see. They just want to get out of there unscathed.
Yeah. Well, we'll see Saturday at 1 o'clock. Can't wait to watch it. We're going to be out at the Dream Cruise, but we'll definitely have that on in the background.
Nice.
At the Woodward Sports
Dream
World
Cruise
headquarters.
is rocking already.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's been rocking for like a week.
Yeah.
Summer of Cintron is here. And if you love Cintron, we got a special gift for you right now. CintronWorld.com/Red Wings. You can get this limited edition pack, and they will send it right to your home. You don't even have to leave. You can just be sitting there right now. Click on it and go ahead. CintronWorld.com/Red Wings. We're out at the Darren McCarty outing right now. He may sign it for you if you bring it out here to the Links of Novi. So go ahead, order it right now, or pick it up at your local Kroger.
When you need apparel, there's only one place to go. Big Frog in Novi. With no setup fees, no artwork fees, no minimum, and a 24-hour turnaround, you can have your whole team outfitted in no time. Embroidery, direct-to-garment, vinyl, and screen printing, Big Frog has it all in all the styles you want. So whether it's a sports team, fundraiser, school event, or corporate needs, Big Frog is your one-stop destination. Visit bigfrog.com/Novi or call 844-4-BIG-FROG.
3 NBA championships. Detroit fans were there. 11 Stanley Cups. Detroit fans were there. 4 World Series wins. Detroit fans were there. And that one Lions playoff win in 1991. Yeah, Detroit fans were there. Woodward Sports, where the fans are.
Grab your favorite jersey and join us down at Woodward Street Midway on August 25th for a Jersey Thursday roller skate party. Our very own Woodward Heavyweights will be broadcasting live from the Rollout Detroit roller rink with a jersey theme party starting immediately after with a DJ and a jersey giveaway. So mark your calendars and join the Woodward crew for a Jersey Thursday, August 25th at Monroe Street Midway.
Welcome back to the bottom line. We are live at the Links of Novi. What's that?
Maybe you can wear your Roger Dorn jersey.
If I win that Dorn jersey, I would be so happy. They got one in there from Major League, Roger Dorn, and if you know Major League,
Corbin Burns,
then you get the joke. But it's awesome. No, I'm on that Olay Bowl. I love Dorn.
It was awesome.
So welcome. We're live at the Links of Novi. It's the bottom line, live on Woodward Sports. My name is Stick, filling in for Ryan Ermanni today. That is Maz. He's kind of filling in for Braylon, who's out golfing behind us. But
again,
join with us right now. He had to be a part of this, right?
He had to.
Ryan Ermanni joining us via phone. What's going on, Ryan?
Hey, Ryan.
Fellas, Stick, Maz, how we doing out there at the Links of Novi?
We miss you.
During that Monroe Street Midway read there by Sam Flannel, the great Sam Flannel, I'm sitting here screaming, Monroe Street Midway. Here we go, baby.
Of course you are.
It's a gorgeous day out here, man. Absolutely perfect. Everybody seems to be super happy coming in golfing. It's almost steak time. Maz missed burger time by about 30 seconds and kind of broke his heart early on because, this man and his free food.
Mac is bringing me a steak,
burger.
though. Mac's bringing me a steak. No worries.
Well, of course he is. That's why he's one of the greats.
That's it, baby. Wish you were out here. It's a beautiful day. And, Calvin Johnson's out here. Rob Sims is out here. Joey Kosher.
Eddie Murray,
Eddie Mio. We've got star-studded affair out here. All we're missing is you, brother.
I know. Well, I'll be back next week. Thanks for holding the fort down this week. Dealing with a little bit of sickness over here this week, but we're fine. We're 100%. We're ready to go.
So what have you been doing with your downtime? You just been sitting there watching Hard Knocks over and over and over?
I've been sleeping. I've been laid up for about three and a half days, so it's been okay. But the rest of the relaxation really has done me good over there, Stick. Watching a lot of television, catching up on Better Call Saul and all that good stuff. I cannot wait. I'm season 6, episode 5
Woo!
now. So
You're coming.
I am coming. I got 6 more episodes to go, 7 more episodes to go. So we're getting there.
Wait till you see that finale. That's all I got to say. Hold on.
What you guys think? But I don't know what you guys want to talk about, but
nothing. Whatever you want.
Think of Hard Knocks.
I loved episode 1. Episode 1 had me wanting to flip over tables. Episode 2, I loved just because it was the Lions, but I thought it was a little slower.
That's a great point, because if that was another team outside of the Lions, I'm not sure I would have liked it that much because there was no really behind the scenes in the coaches' rooms. I mean, you had that the one scene with the coaches all watching film together, but I like it when a player gets called into the general manager's office and you're sitting there talking about, X, Y, and Z or something like that. I mean, aside from Deuce Staley getting on
Swift,
DeAndre Swift or Malcolm Rodriguez, I didn't think there was a lot to that episode.
I told the guys I enjoyed episode 2 more than 1, and I think it's because we saw so much of 1 up front. We kind of knew what we were going to look for. We kind of knew what was going to happen. We know Dan Campbell is going to rah-rah the team. We knew about Jamal Williams' speech. I don't know. It just didn't hit me as much as I liked 2. 2 to me flew by. And now I'm looking forward to number 3.
But I liked it. I guess I'm comparing it to other years of Hard Knocks. I mean, look, it's still great access. I mean, you're still learning about your players, but you're not learning. I don't know. I just didn't like it as much.
Well, you know what? Week 3, week 4, that's when you're going to see the general manager, Brad Holmes, sitting down with the players, especially the ones that aren't making the team. So now you'll start seeing players that aren't making it, and it's the Turk when the Turk comes, man. But it's not like the old days where they're all hanging out in a hotel. The Lions are all going home basically after. You know what I mean? It's different. They're in their own place.
Yeah, and Ryan, I thought one of the things that they were building up is how Blau is going to be let go. That's what I thought they were building up. So, like, doing that backstory on him, I think he's going to be the first guy that gets called in.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. What do we got? 3 episodes to go.
Yeah, that's
it. This one should be good with the combined practice in Indianapolis and all that good stuff. So maybe we'll get a little bit more because they are in the hotel now.
Yes, true. This week they have been, at least since Tuesday when they made it over there. How else? What else is going on there in your sporting world life? What else you watching? You staying up on the Tigers? Did you see that great inning the other day?
Who?
Yeah, I got you. Sorry. My bad.
What are you talking about?
Oh, there was some inning the other day that you missed it. Andrew Chafin struck out 3 Cleveland players and still gave up
8 runs?
And still gave up 8 runs. And it can only happen. And I'm so happy I got to see it at least with my own eyes.
I was actually thinking about taking the kids down to the game tonight.
You should.
I know. I haven't taken them to a game all year long, and we're running out of time here.
It's Fiesta Tigers today. Fiesta Tigres.
Is it? I was thinking about taking the kids down there tonight. But I'll tell you, I looked at tickets on Ticketmaster. Now, I'd probably just go down there and buy tickets off the street. I don't even know if they still do that, man.
No, you can't do that. I mean,
they do, but they're affiliated with there's still people down there, but they're already affiliated with the stadium. So
it's not the old days anymore.
It's weird. They got it worked. They got the racket worked out. Like all the people scalping tickets now actually just get them from the box office.
Dude, it is such a racket. I look on Ticketmaster, and I'm talking about section 137, 138 down the line.
Right, down left field.
Not down the line. $123 or
okay, hold on.
Are you kidding me?
Listen to me.
Ticket?
All right, you don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing. First of all, you need to go to a secondary marketplace like TickPick, like StubHub will even overcharge you. Go to TickPick. TickPick, whatever you see there, that's what you get.
Be careful when you search that website.
Why? I was going to say, dude, don't mess up the T and the D, right?
Yeah, be very careful when you're searching TickPick.
How do you spell TickPick?
T-I-C-P-I, whatever.
So
I'll send it to you. I will send it to you.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not going to mess with the phone right now while you're on it, but I will send it to you.
Gee.
Last week, I was going to the Lions game. I left work. I didn't have a ticket. And I told you, remember, I was going to go down? You didn't go with me? You stood me up?
Yeah, I remember. I'm glad I didn't go. I wasn't feeling good.
See, it worked out. Anyway, I went on. I got my ticket for $18. And it was row 7 in the end zone. Excuse me, row 3. No, it was row 7. Row 7 right there in the end zone where the Lions scored their first touchdown. $18.
Let me ask you about this.
Yeah.
Is the stadium experience still like
No, it's better.
2005?
It's better.
It's just a little bit better.
I came back and I told the guys it felt more like a Pistons game than an old Lions game at Ford Field. I like the scoreboard graphics that they have now. They're easy to
DJ
read.
Ray, you dig?
Yep, DJ is doing well. I wish it was DJ Choff though. DJ Choff, my man.
Choff will get in there.
Do they still have the fake lion roar?
Oh yeah, you need the roar, the flushing of the toilet, the toilet
Patty
flush.
Grimes said they saw you there. Patty Grimes from the
Patty
chat. Right
Grimes, but who's not Patty? It's the husband, actually.
Yeah, I know.
There were a few people that came up to me. The former mayor of Birmingham, walking up the aisle. Maz, I love what you guys are doing on Woodward Sports. I got to drop by the studio and see all you guys. You guys are doing great. I'm not kidding. Half a dozen people in that Ford Field came up to me for Woodward Sports.
Look at that.
How about that?
I was actually a couple of weeks ago. I was at Dick Sporting Goods buying something, and one of the kid had to have been like 18, 20 years old. Stopped me and he was like, "Hey, you're that guy," and I was like, "Yeah, Fox 2." He's like,
"No."
What? He's like, "No, I see you on Woodward Sports. I see you on the TikTok."
Yes.
How about that? These kids in that TikTok, man.
No doubt, these kids in that TikTok.
Man, you guys are speaking to the core right now, too. These kids in that TikTok.
These kids in that TikTok.
No, but that's a major difference. A lot of people, this is how people consume their media. It's how people consume their sports. It's how people consume everything now is on their phones through social media. So that's why, the live shows, we do them daily, and then we take the very best of that, curate it, and send it out to you on TikTok. And thank you, guys. And, yeah, it's the same thing. I mean, the younger end, they're not watching watching TV. They're on YouTube. They're throwing things from their phone.
I've got a 16-year-old nephew, a 13-year-old niece, and then my kids are 7 and 5. I don't even think they know what, like, regular television is. They only watch stuff on YouTube or some sort of streaming. It is insane. I've never seen anything like it. Like, their movies, like, they don't have movie stars. Like, they don't, growing up for me, I was, Sylvester Stallone was like the man, or Al Pacino was the man. Friggin' these kids, they have no movie stars today. Their stars are these influencers on TikTok and Instagram, or if they've got a lot of followers on YouTube. I mean, those are the people that they're obsessed with.
No doubt, man.
Not any, not like Tom Cruise or somebody like that.
When I go home and I want to take over the television, when it's my turn, the first thing I have to do, first you put it on, and what's on? Netflix. So I have to get out of Netflix just to get on. They don't watch regular TV either.
Well, here's a fun tip. If you got one of those smart remotes, just say Woodward Sports into it, and it'll pull up Woodward Sports anywhere, anytime, and that is fun stuff. Well, Ryan Ermanni.
That's what I did. I'm watching myself right now. I'm watching myself right now. It's got my name plate. I still got to get my Twitter handle fixed on there. But
Fletch is doing his best.
I thought we were fixing that a month ago.
Right, yeah, we were working on it a month ago.
Well, Maz didn't let Fletch know you were coming on until about 30 seconds ago. So
that's all right. That's all right. Good job,
just blame
Fletch. Good job. There you go.
Well, have a great day, man. We wish you were out here. Ryan
We're not
Ermanni.
talking about anything else?
You want to come back for another segment?
Yeah, bring him back.
I mean,
whatever you guys want.
We had to get out of the segment of the old men talking about the new technology. We had to bail on that. I'm sorry, Ryan.
Right.
You got to read the room.
All right, gotta get out of here. I'll see you guys.
You got to stay out. And that is what you got to do.
Stay out.
Guardian Alarm. Call 1-800-STAY-OUT right now, and you can get set up with your home security. And it's awesome. 24-hour surveillance around the clock, so you will feel safe no matter where you are, anywhere around the country. You can just pull it up on your phone. This is that new technology stuff we're talking about. You can monitor from anywhere, and all you got to do, call 1-800-STAY-OUT. Guardian Alarm, your security experts.
He's going deep, right side. Oh, that is Edwards out there. He goes up in the air at the goal line.
Hey, it's Brandon Edwards here, wanting to welcome the sports marketing agency to Woodward Sports Network, to the family. Glad to have you guys. For the last decade, the sports marketing agency has literally leveraged athletes around issues such as mental health and substance abuse.
Glad that we can finally start trying to get the stigma off of mental health that's been there for all these years.
New to the game or a season better? OddsTrader.com has everything you need to make the right bet ahead of kickoff. Begin your handicapping journey with OddsTrader. Improve your edge by finding the best price on every game from sportsbooks in your backyard. Take advantage of the numerous sign-up bonus offers to pad your bankroll. Dive into key game statistics, player performance, and even account for the projected game day weather. Best of all, you can use the OddsTrader bet tracker to keep a log of your action. Welcome to OddsTrader, and best of luck.
Woodward Avenue, the first paved road in America. Woodward Sports, the first sports network born in Detroit and made for Detroit.
Welcome back to the bottom line right here on the Woodward Sports Network. We are live on site today at the Links of Novi for the Darren McCarty Golf Outing. Lots of celebrities here today. Calvin Johnson rolled through, Rob Sims, Eddie Murray. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And, of course, our own Braylon Edwards out there playing. And then the man of the hour, Darren McCarty, who we had on earlier. And, you know, it's cool to watch him. It's like Darren McCarty's birthday party. That's what I feel like. He's like, this is one of those, you take a step back and look around and, you know, you see all the people that you love come together. It's like Darren McCarty's birthday party.
You heard him. It's his favorite day of the year.
Yeah.
And he's proven it. He's out here kissing babies and shaking hands.
Yeah.
That's the way it should be.
That's what you should do. Does Ryan want to get back on the line?
Well, I'm going to call him again.
Yeah, let's call him again because they were talking about the Michigan starting quarterback situation earlier on Big D, and it was a pretty good conversation. And I know Ryan is diehard Michigan, so I wonder where he's at this state of the game, who he wants starting, Cade or JJ?
He wants JJ.
He wants JJ?
Yeah, they all do. Braylon, him, they all want J.J. McCarthy. But it ain't going to happen. It's going to be Cade McNamara. That's Jim's guy. Got him the Big Ten championship last year. Beat Iowa. Yeah, they got to Georgia, but the whole place, they weren't ready for Georgia. And nobody happened to be ready for Georgia. So, no harm, no foul there. They want to repeat. That's just the way it's going to be. I think Ryan is back on the phone.
And let's check in with Ryan Ermanni. Ryan, hey, you're back, baby.
Fellas.
Long time no talk.
I missed you guys so much.
I mean, we're having a University of Michigan discussion.
How can we not have you on?
We figured Ryan Ermanni has to be on for it.
Got to do it. I'm excited about the fellas this year.
So what about the quarterback situation? Because there was quite the debate this morning or this afternoon on Big D Energy about who should start, and then the voting in the chat was pretty split as well. I mean, it was closer than I thought it was going to be. Who do you got?
Look. I got JJ.
Told you.
I mean, just because I've seen him do things that I don't believe. What's his name? Cade McNamara.
Yep.
You don't even know his name.
Sorry, Cade. Look, I've seen him do things that Cade McNamara can't do. I think he's a better quarterback. Now, the problem with this whole thing is that Jim Harbaugh does not open up access to practice to the media. So we're really beholden to what they want to feed out of Fort Dembeckler. And then, of course, he let the Big Ten Network guys in the other day. But we're just going to have to see. I really – and look, if Cade McNamara is the quarterback to start week one, well, then maybe – and I've always reserved the right to be wrong on this too. But if Cade McNamara is the starter, maybe JJ isn't that good. I don't know. But from what I've seen on the field, in the game, has he made some mistakes as a true freshman quarterback? Sure. Should he hold on to the football a little bit better? Maybe complete a handoff to Blake Corum in the Michigan State game. Maybe they win that game. But I think as a true freshman, you're allowed to make some mistakes. And will he make those same mistakes as a sophomore? Has he gotten any better? Has he taken that next step? Because I think he can go to a completely different level than Cade McNamara. I think Cade's about as good as he's going to be. And that's fine. That's good enough to win you a Big Ten championship, and there's nothing to write home about that. I mean, hell, it's been 17 years. God bless Cade McNamara. I love him to death for that. Provided one of the greatest sports moments of my life history, winning against Ohio State last year, being in that building. But I'm telling you guys, I just believe it with everything I have that JJ is a better quarterback, and he could be next level.
Yes.
Keyword there, Keywords there, could be.
Well, you were saying they talked to the Big Ten people. They did. Dave Rebson was in there. The head coach was in there. Howard
Jerry
Griffin.
DiNardo.
Yep, Jerry DiNardo was in there. Howard Griffin was in there. And he's like, he gets on the stand, and they ask him about the quarterbacks, of course. First thing they ask him. And he's like, they're both doing great, honestly. And then he waits, and he's like, I'm telling you, JJ's doing great today. Cade doing great today. If you don't believe me, ask the guys on the Big Ten. And he mentioned those guys by name. He's like, ask them. They'll tell you. They both look great. That's all I'm going to say. They both look great. We're going to be really good. Didn't he say that?
That's what he said.
Yeah.
No, I agree. And look, I don't think it's the worst thing in the world to have two really good quarterbacks, maybe great quarterbacks. We'll see what happens, though. They're not going to be challenged for about a month, though.
Right.
Maybe even more than that. So I don't know. I think Jim Harbaugh is trying to thread the needle here on both these quarterbacks. And I'm not sure how much longer that will work. But we'll see. You know, I mean, a lot of this is a wait-and-see game. I just think this. I think if you want to play 1980s Big Ten football, you could kiss all these big-time recruits goodbye. You really could. You're talking. Ron Bellamy came out the other day, and I love Ron Bellamy, talking about how this could be the greatest wide receiver room in 20 years at Michigan.
Since Braylon.
Use them. Huh?
Since Braylon, he said.
Yeah, and compared Andrell Anthony and a couple to Braylon Edwards, who's the greatest wide receiver to ever play at Michigan,
Correct.
in my opinion.
Yes, it's a fact.
You know, if you have this talent, sling it around. These players are not coming to Michigan to block. I'm sorry. It's just not how it works. So I'm more than anything interested to see how they play, like the style of play. Because if Cade McNamara is the quarterback, I anticipate a more run-heavy offense. And that's fine. That'll win you a Big Ten championship, and that's great, and that's awesome. But what are your goals at Michigan? Are your goals at Michigan to win the Big Ten championship, beat Ohio State once every 6-7 years, and that's it? Is that your ceiling? Or is it to compete with Alabama, Georgia, the SEC, USC's coming, and everybody else? So if you want to do that, you're going to have to play a style of football that allows these highly talented, highly skilled players to show off their talent.
What's to say Cade can't get better this year?
There's nothing. Maybe he can. I just, with my eyes, I just don't anticipate it. And I could be wrong on that. If he plays, I hope to God I'm wrong on that. I'm not saying that my opinion is the be-all, end-all here. Just from what I've seen so far, Cade can take you so far, and I just think JJ is next level. He's just totally next level to me.
If you didn't have JJ, would you be happy having Cade McNamara as your quarterback?
Obviously. He won a Big Ten championship for us. This is not a beat-up Cade McNamara section. I just think the guy behind him is better. Okay. And we how many times have we said that about other positions? We don't really say that about other positions at Michigan. You know, I mean, the best offensive lineman is going to play. The best left tackle is going to play. The guy behind him is not better. You know, the best linebacker is on the field. Why isn't the best quarterback on the field?
Maybe he is, like you said.
Maybe he is.
Well, you know what they say, when you have two quarterbacks, you don't have one quarterback, and that
time will tell.
That's always problematic.
I do think, I think that's an old. I understand the point, Stick. I just think that is an old adage. I mean, because clearly you won a Big Ten championship with one of the guys that you have. So if that's the worst case scenario, you're playing with a guy that won you a Big Ten championship first one since 2004. I'll take that.
Well, once again, thank you for joining us, Ryan Ermanni. You're going to be back on Monday. We were talking Michigan, so we had to get your opinion, man.
Hey,
there it is.
Only a couple. How many more days till game one? Less than 2 weeks, right?
What do we got? 2 weeks from Saturday?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think next week is the
baby.
last week without football till the end of or middle of February.
That's right. Week 0 next week, right?
Yep,
that's it, buddy.
Week 0. Well, have
All
a
right,
good
fellas.
one,
Thanks for
Ryan.
holding it down this week, guys. Love you.
Okay, man. We'll call you back on the next segment or two, okay?
Feel better.
I'm just here at the house. Very
Okay,
good.
brother.
And let me tell you about our friends at Gypsy Vodka. Oh, man, a mulligan would be prime right now.
Where's that bag?
The bag's at the studio because we'll be giving it away tomorrow at the Woodward Dream Cruise. We're giving away a golf bag from Mulligan and Gypsy Vodka. You come out, you sink 3 putts, you're an instant finalist, and then we're just going to draw a name out of a hat, and it could be yours. So if you're walking by on the Dream Cruise tomorrow, stop by. We're going to be at 15 in Woodward. And if you're not going to make it out there, just go to your store and ask for it by name. The Mulligan, iced tea, lemonade, vodka, 8%. Perfect on a day like today.
Detroit's downtown summer playground is back. Open all summer long, the Monroe Street Midway. Enjoy roller skating, free Wi-Fi, food trucks, art installations, and so much more. Don't forget to take advantage of the basketball court, putt-putt, and, of course, family programming all summer long. All art installations are done by Detroit artists, and it's a fun, safe event from people 1 to 100. Go to deckedoutdetroit.com.
You don't have to go to the beach, man. You don't have to get your butt crack full of sand. You just need a little chili peppers, man, to get that glowing beach chili peppers tan. Woo!
With 26 locations in the Metro Detroit area and more coming, Chili Peppers Tanning is where you'll find the cleanest salons in the D. Join the Pepper Club for the best deals on unlimited tanning. Head to chilipepperstanning.com.
You just need a little chili peppers, man.
Make sure you're listening to Woodward Sports all day long. Start your morning with the Morning Woodward Show. Spend middays with Big D Energy. Watch and listen your drive home with the Bottom Line. And don't forget about Woodward Bets Daily. All live, all right here on the Woodward Sports Network. Thank you to all the fans for making Woodward Sports your #1 online destination for Detroit sports. We promise not to drop the ball.
Hey, Jimmy, we need him over here, buddy.
Jimmy, no pictures, Jimmy.
Welcome back to the Woodward Sports Network. We are live on the Bottom Line. My name is Stick, and we are out here for the Darren McCarty Golf Outing. It's a beautiful day. The Links of Novi. Everybody's starting to finish up their round of golf. They're getting some steak in them. They're going to go in there and bid on some of those awesome items for charity. And Maz, I got to hand it to you. I didn't believe you'd actually walk over and ask, but here he is, the man, the myth, the legend.
Why not? He's
Hall
a good man.
of Famer, greatest Lions wide receiver of all time, Calvin Johnson, joining us. Hey, Calvin, how you feeling, man?
What's up, guys? Doing good.
How'd you shoot today?
Garbage. We just got to 5 under, but we had a couple bogeys take away a couple birdies for us, but not terrible.
How did Sims shoot today?
Sims, he carried the load today. He did real well today. Shot real well today, actually.
Hey, it's smelling good around here, I think.
A
lot of smells around here right now, Calvin.
Calvin, you been keeping up on Hard Knocks at all?
I have not.
You have not?
My brother-in-law, he's always watching it when I walk in the house, but I have not kept up with it.
Okay. What would you have thought if you were in training camp and you have a bunch of cameras following you around?
It would have been annoying. You're already, tense and frustrated, wanting to get out of training camp. You're not. Well, you don't want any more cameras in your face that already have to be there because you already have them there. So I wouldn't want a camera in my face all the time. But for the city, for football, I think Hard Knocks is a pretty cool thing. It's the inside look. I'm not sure how real it is because it's like reality TV, but it gives fans a look inside the locker room.
That's what I was telling. That's what I say. Now I watched them all. There's like 12 of them. I've watched them all, and every year they kind of get a little bit more hokey. but I wanted to ask you about a training camp in general. Was it the least favorite thing that you had to go through as a football player, or was it okay?
Yeah, it is my least favorite thing. It's everybody's least favorite thing. It's 2 weeks. You're boarded up in a hotel. You're waking up early in the morning. I mean, you wake up early in the morning anyway to go work, but training camp is just different. Multiple practices, workouts, film until like 9 o'clock at night. You're going from like 13, 14, 15 hours.
Man, how about the preseason game? At least they've chopped one off. So now you got 3 preseason games. Was that something you like to stay away from?
Yeah, I hated the preseason. I did like to get out there one game and get a little tune-up for a half, really see where your wind is and stuff like that. Yeah. But it's probably great for the players that it's one less game, and, they got an extra game on the back end, but, hey, they're getting paid one more week, I guess.
Did you guys ever do practices like they're doing right now with the Colts off campus on their site, practicing doing scrimmages against them?
Yeah, when I was there, we never did that. I feel like right after I left, a year or two after I left, they started going and practicing against other teams. So it's a cool mix-up, actually, I think.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool because you get tired of going against the same people.
You do.
And especially you, I mean, not to, you're a Hall of Famer, so I can compliment you. I mean, you have supreme athleticism. If you're burning the same cornerback over and over in practice, you're not really learning much, right?
Yeah, it makes it, you're just almost running against a brick wall. You're not really going anywhere. But I was fortunate to have Slay to go against all the time. Slay would always step up. It'd always be a great competition. So obviously we still see him still playing. He's a great corner.
No doubt. Calvin Johnson joins us, Hall of Famer, of course, from the Lions. Megatron. What a great time it was to see you go into that Hall of Fame, and a few other guys went in this last year. Did you follow the Hall of Fame this time?
Oh, yeah, definitely followed it. I just came from it, a week and a half ago. Yep. It's always great, to see the guys go in. It's great for me being on it, my one year anniversary, and being able to view it from a different perspective, not having to worry about a speech, getting your family all aligned to the events and stuff like that. So it was great to go play some golf with the guys and really get to know all the other Hall of Famers real well.
I didn't get a chance to talk to you in a while, so I'm going to ask you about Matthew Stafford. How happy were you for him to go to L.A. and win that Super Bowl?
Yeah, I mean, when Matthew was here, I'll start there. We felt like we had the tools we needed, especially on offense, to win the Super Bowl. You might not have had all the pieces on the team, but you see what can happen when you go to a great culture and when they go all in, as they did, and that's what's going to happen when you put all the pieces together. And Matthew was the final piece, and for him to do it in the first year just made it that much better for us. Him coming from Detroit, I feel like being a Detroiter, you ought to be happy. He goes to another team. Yeah. Because you know what you had. We had him.
Hey, man, did you see all the things that popped up in Detroit Rams and all of that kind? I mean, they took it to the nth degree here.
Yeah, no. He got a lot of support, obviously from his teammates, but from everybody in Detroit. That was great to see.
Were you at that Super Bowl? Did he fly you out there?
I did not go out there. I hate going to the Super Bowl.
Do you really?
It's a complete mess. Especially in L.A., it probably was crazy out there.
Probably was.
COVID, too.
Oh, yeah. Guy, Go ahead, man.
Oh, no, it's fine. And, Maz, I know you're excited to talk to Calvin.
Oh, I love having you here, man. Did you already look at this upcoming season? You got a favorite that you might? How about your Super Bowl? I know it's preseason. Do you have an AFC team, an NFC team that you think might be knocking on the door?
Wrong one.
You're not watching, huh? You're not following.
Yeah, I'll catch a little bit of a preseason game just because my brother-in-law is watching. I'm definitely going to watch when the season starts, but I'm not paying attention right now.
How about Georgia Tech? You still following them?
Oh, yeah. I got my Jeff Collins. He was a coach there when I was at Tech, so definitely keep in touch with those guys.
And have you heard from any of the Lion players that are there now about Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell and that regime that's taken over the team?
I got a lot of respect for Dan because I played with him.
Yep.
When I was playing
on
with
the team.
Dan was still starting. He had one shoulder. Dan's a soldier. So if the guys, I believe the guys are seeing that, they understand that. So having a coach like that played and knows what you're going through, the guys can get behind that a little more. So hopefully he can corral them together and get everybody marching to the same tune.
Was he the same dude then as he is now? Like, is what we see of what you get with Dan Campbell?
Yeah, 100%.
Love that.
Authentic.
Hey, last thing, Jamison Williams, the kid from Alabama, they draft him. They move up and get him in the first round. We read that you would love to take him under your wing. You think that might happen?
I'm not gonna say it won't. Definitely love to talk to the kid. He's a great talent, man. I'm a fan of Alabama, so I always see all the talent coming out of Alabama. I love SEC football, so just excited to see him play. See, golf with another weapon out there. Obviously, they got great tools at running back, so they might be able to put something together.
Hey, man, you still got some tread on that tire. Can't we bring you back for a little bit? How about Amon-Ra St. Brown? That kid really, that fourth-round pick, that kid really showed, man.
Yeah, you love to see that. He wasn't a highly touted player maybe coming out, but he's he's a hard worker and he's making plays, you know. And you love to see, you know, those hard workers, you know, as things that work out for him. You know, it seems like, you know, he keeps his head on straight. You know, he might turn into a premier player here.
That's awesome. And how about Primitive? Talk about your brand with Rob Sims, and how's that all going for you?
It's great, man. We're coming out with a new line called Primitive Performance. It'll feature nanotechnology, basically just creating more bioavailability, a product that it has more faster activation time for the consumer. So looking forward to coming out with products that it's an electrolyte solution, topical, and we'll have other SKUs, products that'll be coming out down the line. But look for Primitive Performance because we're just going to be bringing cannabis to you in a more bioavailable way.
Is this more of a love for you than football ever was?
Man, it is definitely a passion because, you know, there's a way for us to unlock, you know, the healing powers of this plant and other plant medicines and really, you know, focus on healing our body holistically and naturally. So definitely behind that, definitely drives me for sure.
Hey, we appreciate you stopping by. We know you're not feeling great. I know you didn't shoot great today, but you're a competitor. We appreciate you being here. We can't wait to see you back in that Lions family 100%.
I saw him shoot 6 under today. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, he said I'm following him. He said he didn't shoot good.
No, that's my story, and I'm sticking with it, man. They used every shot of his.
I'll be on tour if I was great.
Hey, buddy. We love you, man. We love you.
I appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Calvin.
Sanitize the mic.
Thanks, man.
Make sure you sanitize that flannel Sam over there. Calvin Johnson, Lions great, wide receiver great, NFL great. Universe great. I mean, the superlatives can go on and on and on about that guy.
He truly don't feel good today, and he took his time to come on over here.
Yeah, you got to hand it to Maz. Maz walked right up and said, hey, man, can you give us 5 minutes? And, you know, Maz being Maz was able to get it done. And Calvin Johnson obviously support Primitive, too. That's his brand along with Rob Sims. And they're there to help people. And if anybody knows something about pain, it's those guys and how to management. So definitely check that out.
Maybe if the NFL would have let them use that, and he'd still be playing.
You never know, too, and you wonder how many guys wouldn't have been suspended as well.
Exactly.
So we are live here. It's the Links of Novi, Calvin Johnson, Joique Bell. Maybe we could get Joique to join us next.
Yeah,
we got some hand sanitizer. Can you join us next, Joique? Or are you just going to walk on camera because you're Joique Bell?
There he is.
All right, let's do it that way. Joique Bell, how you feeling, man?
What's up, guys?
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you, kid.
Am I taking the seat?
Yeah, take a seat. We'll get the mic for you. We'll set it all up. But first, let Flannel Sam tell you about the Academy of Warren.
Hey, Calvin Johnson is gone, and I am following him. I just have to say that. I'm just going to say that before I start the read. But anyway, the Academy of Warren is currently enrolling for kindergarten through 8th grade. Features AM and PM latchkey, a learning street, a futuristic media center, Houghton Mifflin curriculum, academic games, and K through 8 athletics. Speaking of K through 8 athletics, Academy of Warren has a brand new state-of-the-art Sports Dome Fieldhouse that has a regulation basketball court, volleyball court, and soccer field. Also can be used for 7-on-7 football. Enroll today at academyofwarren.net. That is academyofwarren.net.
Academy.
Hi, my diamonds. It's Crystal with an X. You want to get hot and perfect like me? Here's my super easy routine. Drink at least a gallon of water before you wake up. Attach a weight to everything in your house. Hello? Sell your car and just sprint everywhere. Scream when you exhale.
Don't follow Crystal with an X. Do your own thing at Planet Fitness with tons of equipment and free fitness training in our clean and spacious clubs. Join now for just $10 a month and cancel anytime.
Make sure you download the Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device.
Welcome back to Woodward Sports. This is the bottom line. We are live at the Links of Novi for the Darren McCarty Golf Outing today. Thank you to everybody that's in the YouTube chat right now. You got a little special guest, and this is what happens, man. If you're not paying attention every day to Woodward Sports, you never know. You never know where we're going to be. We're going to pop up anywhere, do a live broadcast anywhere. You never know who the hell's going to be around us. And you can get little tidbits of that. Maz, I thought you asked some incredible questions during that interview.
Thanks.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, the Jameis Williams, those are important questions to ask a guy of the caliber of a Calvin Johnson.
And I wish that the Lions would have him as part of the family. And I know they have a little spat going.
It's $1 million check.
I know. We've talked about this a million times.
He's right over there.
We talked about it a million times. That's why I'm not bringing it up to him.
Right.
But come on, man. You got to get this straight and get this guy back in the Lion family like Barry Sanders is back.
Yeah, I mean, and you even saw like Barry on Hard Knocks, like joking that he could play. You just, you want that. Like, especially your Hall of Famers, right?
Come on,
it's
Mr.
almost
Wood.
brainless. It's almost brainless at this point. Whatever it takes, start a GoFundMe. Do whatever you have to do. You got to
don't want that. He don't even really want the money.
But that's the
he,
thing.
He didn't like
now it's
the way it
beyond.
happened.
It's beyond.
Yeah.
And that's what's so sad, but also so awesome that he's a local guy. He's still hanging out.
He's in Detroit, man. He's a lifer here now.
And you see so many of the athletes come here and be that way. And I think a lot of it's the way they're treated while they're here. Because Detroit, we love our athletes, but that guy can go have a dinner and a steak somewhere, right? And not be bothered. And I've heard that from so many other. Speaking of steak and not be bothered, Tom
Mac.
Mazaway.
I love you, Mac.
Look at that.
Thank you.
I'm good for the rest of the year. My good deed is done.
You fed a Mazaway?
Food, so you guys are all welcome.
Hey, we got Calvin over here, too, so thank you for having him as a wonderful guest here. So thank you very much, and thanks to the Links of Novi. This steak looks outstanding.
Yeah, go ahead, Maz.
No, I'm good.
No, me and Flannel Sam can talk for a couple minutes.
Okay, Jimmy, step on in here. Now, we're going to have Dave Birkett coming on in a few minutes, and we're going to get Joique over here to the mic.
Yeah, we'll get Joique over here, but Lions preseason game tomorrow. Who are you focusing on? I really want to talk about this because
I don't know who's playing.
The first game, yes, you do. The starters. The first game, I focused solely on that offensive line, but now after watching Hard Knocks, kind of going to focus a lot on DeAndre Swift and watch what he's doing and watch if he's actually running it up the middle. Now that I know what they're feeding these guys, and that's one of the cool things about Hard Knocks is you're getting a little peek behind the curtain. That's something I'm going to really pay attention to because I watched the offensive line in that first drive. They did just fine. They're going to be just fine this year. Now, tomorrow, I'm probably going to focus on the running backs.
The running backs, so definitely you want to watch that. You want to see if he is hitting that hole, if he is taking Deuce Staley's comments to heart. So let's see if he's taking it inside instead of taking it outside. We had Joique on yesterday when Shawnee was on, and Joique said he kept running that tape back on Hard Knocks and saying, let me see what I would have done. And he said it, too. You can't go outside. You got to go inside, inflict a little punishment. I know it's preseason, and maybe the kid's trying to take care of his body.
Well, and let's be honest, that's Joique Bell. Joique Bell's built a little bit different than DeAndre Swift.
You think?
Yeah, going between the tackles was not an issue for that man right there.
I know, but have you seen what DeAndre Swift looks like this year? He looks like Hercules. I mean, he has built his body up to hopefully withstand 17-game NFL schedule. Lions have, unfortunately, the worst bye week. Their bye week is week 5. Nobody wants week 5 as their bye week. You want it later in the season when you're really starting to break down. So let's see what they can do. What do you think they could be by week 5? What do you want them to be? I know you want them to be 5-0, but what do you realistically think they can be?
They get 3 of those first games. I think everybody around here will be insane. Like Detroit will be set on fire. But even if they go 2-3, I think we'll be fine. But it's got to be 2-3. Anything short of that is not great, and over that, we're going to be celebrating through the moon. But Sam, what about you? What is your record prediction through 5 games, and what are you looking forward to in the first preseason game too?
Well, my record prediction is 2-3 for the record. That's what when I look at their schedule.
My record for the record?
I have them beating Washington, and I have them beating Seattle. What I'm looking for in the preseason game, I honestly want to look at the defense a little bit more because the defense is suspect, particularly the linebacking core, but I want to see if their defensive line looks good. I think that could potentially be a strength. I think that's the first part of the defense that could end up being good. And I actually think the secondary might not be as bad as you think. Ermanni Oruwariye is a really good cornerback. Tracy Walker is serviceable. Deshaun Elliott, if he stays healthy, I think he is at least a serviceable safety. The other corner, Will Harris, Jeff Okudah, I'm not so sure about. But to me, it's all about that defense because if they can get even something out of that defense, be a top 25 defense, that is the way that they could potentially win some games.
Top 25? That's like...
But seriously...
That's better than what it was last year.
I know, but that's how low our bar is right now for this defense.
No, it's got to be higher than that.
But the offense, though, what can we think the offense could be? That's their ticket to winning some actual games. My point is, if their offense is what we think it's going to be, their defense can be top, maybe 20 to 25. And I know it doesn't sound like much, but it's better than last year. That is the way that they win games. Have a really good offense and a defense that at least shows some improvements. And I think they will.
Keep our fingers crossed, man. Game number 2 coming up tomorrow afternoon in Indy, and then they'll hit it on the road. Let's look at that. Just for again, they open up with the Eagles, week 1 at home. Then they got Washington coming in, the Commanders. They are underdog the first game. They're getting 4 points. The Commanders are underdog by 1. The Lions are actually favored in week 2. This is preseason, of course. Super Sportsbooks out in Vegas has them. And then they'll go at the Vikings. And the Vikings are a 7-point favorite. I do think they'll split with the Vikings this year. Then Seattle at home here in Detroit. Lions are a 2-point favorite. And then they're in New England. And the Patriots are favored by 7. And that's Ryan's game that he thinks they're going to steal that game. Matter of fact, he thinks the Patriots are not going to be what they have been in the past. And they have been struggling on the offensive side here in the preseason. So that's your first 5 games. If they go 3-2, man, I'm doing cartwheels, and I've never done one.
Yeah, game 1, I think, is uber important, right? That game against the Eagles, that is a winnable game against a very good team. If you get off on the right foot with that, then you're rolling the next weekend to play in the Commanders. If you get blown out by the Eagles like we did last year and you're full of doubt,
I don't see
then
that.
you're coming. I don't see it either, but I didn't see it last year either. Well, actually, that was a game I guaranteed the Lions would win, and they came in and just got smacked.
Yeah.
So if they could come out and show the progression, hey, you beat the hell out. Well, they scored 42 points on us, 40-something?
44-6.
44-6 last year.
How was that game?
So if they could take that and turn it into, like let's say they only let up 20 and they get a win out of it, it's like, okay, we're immediately going to get a measurement from where we are last year to where we are this year. Granted, the Eagles will have some attrition in there too, but if we could start off on that right foot, I think it's going to change the trajectory of this entire team.
That's a game I told, that was my steal game. Each had to pick a game. Braylon picked the Cowboys game that he thinks they're going to win. That's the week after the bye week, which is bye week is week 6, not week 5, my bad. I picked the Eagles, opening day. I think Dan Campbell coming off Hard Knocks, Lions, only 4-point favorites here, the Eagles. So I like that they stay in that game and possibly get a steal and win that one. And, of course, he likes the Patriots. He likes the Lions to beat the Patriots straight up. That's what Ryan did. So we'll see. We'll see how it all shakes up. Dave Birkett will join us in a little bit as well. We've still got to try to get Joique Bell on over here.
Oh, God.
Sam, what do you think about against the Eagles week 1?
If the Lions beat the Eagles, that would be one of the biggest opening day wins, at least that I can remember, maybe ever for the Detroit Lions. That is the pathway to possibly being that Ryan Ermanni 11-6 dream, although I don't think it's going to happen. The Eagles are a good team. They improved. They got A.J. Brown. They drafted really well. Jordan Davis. Do I think that it's a winnable game for the Lions? If they play their game, if they can control the clock, DeAndre Swift can, keep the clock churning, run the ball. The offensive line can keep Jared Goff upright. But they got to put some pressure on Jalen Hurts, too, because Jalen Hurts, you saw what they did against Marcus Mariota in the preseason game.
That's what's scary, right?
And Jalen Hurts is much more mobile than even Marcus Mariota. Jalen Hurts is one of the best running quarterbacks in the NFL.
And it's going to be interesting when we have Dave Birkett on because he can tell us about how they performed against a Matt Ryan-type quarterback. Because you're right. Both Ritter and Mariota kind of had their way with our defense.
And that is something you worry about because with a mobile quarterback, to me, the position group that's most vulnerable is the linebacking core, and it's still their weakest by far. I think that they have a chance, the Lions, albeit small. Although if they beat the Eagles, oh my goodness, this town would explode.
Yeah, definitely, and especially kicking off week 1 like that, it would cause definitely more hopium to be passed around. There's a crotch shot of hey, Fletch, over here, buddy. Thanks, man. As much as I love Sam's crotch, that was not something I'm looking forward to seeing. Well, let's do this. We got Dave Birkett joining us on the phone. But first, let me tell you about Lady Jane's. You want to go there? You want to get your hair cut? You want to sit down? You want to be treated like a king? Well, you can because it's wicked awesome and with locations all over Metro Detroit and all over the country. There's probably one near you. Sit down, walk in anytime, get that precision haircut, and like I said, it's wicked awesome.
Wicked.
Get a shot up. This is for the win. All of Detroit's sports teams live on Woodward. All of Detroit's sports coverage lives on Woodward Sports. Driving the best in Detroit sports coverage.
Fellas, let's be honest. We like things to be easy. We like simple stuff, like sports 7 days a week. We like things uncomplicated, like Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Sign in, sit down, watch your favorite team play. And before you know it, your hair will be game ready. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Life is full of hard choices. We're here to make one of life's biggest decisions as simple as possible. My name is Christina Gennari, and for over 20 years, I've helped hundreds of families buy and sell homes. We cover all of Metro Detroit and more, from large luxury homes to starter homes. We will work hard to make sure that you get the home of your dreams. So if you're in the market today or even thinking about buying or selling in the future, make the obvious choice. Christina Gennari, the obvious choice in real estate. Visit us at soldchristina.com today.
Get a free Woodward Sports t-shirt. That's right, a free Woodward Sports t-shirt all month long at Big Frog in Novi. Just stop in, tell them we sent you, and they will print you one on the spot. So go to Big Frog Novi today and get your free t-shirt or visit them online at bigfrog.com/Novi. That's bigfrog.com/Novi.
Welcome back to the Bottom Line right here on the Woodward Sports Network. My name is Stick, hanging out with you, filling in for Ryan Ermanni, who will be in next week. Braylon Edwards finished up golfing. I believe he's eating a steak. Maz, where's your steak?
I got it over here.
Eat it.
I'm not going to eat it on the air.
Have a bite.
No.
Can I have a bite of the steak? I'm hungry, man. I've been here since 6:30 this morning setting everything up.
All right, I'll cut you a piece.
And D-Mac didn't even bring me a steak.
Sorry, buddy. You got to know somebody.
I know D-Mac.
Well,
I work with him every day.
I know him longer.
Well, apparently I don't get steaks, but I'm hungry, man. I'm looking around here. I'm hungry as hell.
Dave Birkett's probably hungry, too.
Dave Birkett is hungry for another Lions season because that's what he does. Joining us via phone. What's up, Dave Birkett? How you feeling today?
Dave.
You guys got me anxious for dinner tonight out here in Indianapolis, man. I got some good steakhouses out here now.
What's the big steakhouse out there that everybody goes to?
St. Elmo's.
St. Elmo's, yeah, that's right.
That shrimp cocktail and that cocktail sauce.
That's right. We're going to hit their sister restaurant, Harry and Izzy's, tonight. So
sweet.
I'll have a steak for you guys. Steak, since Maz didn't hook you up, I got you tonight.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks, man.
So, Dave,
picking me up, man.
You've been in Indy. You've been watching all the practices. Is the rumors true? First day, they got a little manhandled on defense, but they've tightened up since then, and Dan Campbell's kind of happy with how they look coming out of this?
Yeah, I mean, I did not watch the defensive field the first day, but, some of my colleagues in Indianapolis said that, that the Colts sort of had their way with the Lions in the red zone period, and Lions really struggled covering some of the Colts' big receivers. I was watching the offensive, field that day for the Lions, and I thought the Colts were clearly the better team on that field too. But day two was a different story. Lions played pretty well on day two by all accounts, and look, it's good to go practice against one of the teams that I would think is going to be competing for a playoff spot in the AFC. And, Dan Campbell said he came away feeling good about, how his team performed and his team's chances this season.
Dave wrote a couple of great stories that I read up that we talked about earlier today. Dan Campbell happy with this week in Indy, liking the way his team is standing up with a good team like this. He also said that one of the Colts' defensive players has told you that they're impressed with Goff and that Lions offense and thinks they're going to be pretty good.
Yeah, no, I did. I talked to Rodney McLeod a little bit yesterday. He played against the Lions last year when he was with the Philadelphia Eagles. He played against Goff a couple times early in his career, former Ram. So I figured veteran guy. I figured he'd be a good guy to get some insight from, and that's what he said. He said he was impressed by what the Lions are trying to do. He said he sees this offense as fit for Jared Goff, and I think that's something that the Lions have really tried to tailor the offense to Goff's strengths, running some more of that play out, the bootleg stuff, doing some of the things that Jared likes. And so, look, we've all been, I think, pretty clear about maybe some of Goff's shortcomings as a quarterback, and the Lions potentially having a little ceiling on what they can accomplish, given, who's at that position. But I'll tell you, I think Jared's had a pretty strong camp overall. He looks a lot more comfortable right now than he did last year. And when you hear somebody like Rodney McLeod, put it into a perspective like that, saying he expects good things and he's seen growth from Goff as a quarterback, it does make you think that this Lions offense can do something this year.
Nice. Good to hear.
Yeah, everybody has pretty much a lot of faith in the offense. How did that defensive line look against that Colts offensive line? Because, as you know, the Colts offensive line, bunch of beasts.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, the Lions defensive line, that is the strength of their defense. My concerns on the defense really start with that back seven. And certainly, maybe the Lions could use a little more depth up front and especially at the tackle position. But, when I was watching them yesterday, I thought the Lions defensive line held its own. Certainly, Lee McNeil is going to be – he's a guy the Lions are counting on inside and will need to create a lot of pressure inside. And I thought, at least in one-on-ones yesterday, he did a pretty good job Aiden Hutchinson certainly he and Charles Harris give the Lions a good little pass rush combo. And Austin Bryant is a guy who this summer I think has really emerged as having playmaking potential. And he's probably the Lions' number 3 defensive end to start the season. But he's going to play a lot, and you can flex Aiden inside a little bit and get a little more pass rush on the field. And when they do that, that's got to be the Lions' hope on defense. That those guys up front get after the opposing quarterback a little bit and make life a little bit easier on that back seven.
Hey, Dave, we're out at Darren McCarty's charity golf outing here at the Links of Novi. We have a special guest dropping by. I'm not going to tell you who it is. I'm just going to let you hear his voice and see if you can remember back in the day a little.
Hey, what's up, Dave? How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing very well. I had a quick question. Now, so you're at all the practices. You see what's going on. Who do you think will be the X factor this year for the Lions? Is it going to be an offensive player, a defensive player? Who is that X factor? He does well. We do well.
Wow, that's a good question. Let's see.
First of all, do you know who that is?
Man, I don't know. Is it Braylon? I don't know.
Braylon?
Uh-oh. No?
Braylon. No, I can't place it yet. Who is it?
I'm out of here.
The voice doesn't ring a bell?
There's background noise.
The voice doesn't.
Noise. There's so many people at the
Joique. It doesn't ring a Joique bell?
Joique. There we go.
Dang, Dave. Has it been that long, Dave?
It's been that long.
I can feel it now. I can feel it now. I should have been able to
wait till you see me.
I know.
So
Joique, I got to say a running back, I guess, right? I mean, look, I don't know that he's an X factor, but DeAndre Swift is certainly a huge key to this team. I mean, he was talking this week about going for 1,000 rushing and 1,000 receiving, and if he came anything close to either of those numbers, this Lions offense is going to be really tough to beat because of the dynamic element that he provides and what that would mean for the passing game, I think. If you're looking for somebody maybe a little bit deeper, I guess I'd say a guy like Josh Reynolds. I mean, just because maybe we expect DJ Chark to provide something downfield, and we all know what Amon-Ra St. Brown is right now. But just given the rigors of the NFL and some of the health concerns they have at that position, they're going to need somebody else to step up. And if Josh Reynolds can sort of extrapolate the production that he had late in the season last year over the course of the 17-game season, that gives the Lions another weapon in the passing game.
Okay. Dave Birkett joining us, Free Press Lions beat writer, longtime Lions beat writer. Check him out on Twitter at Dave Birkett. Great stories as well. Joique, while you're here, do you have any stories between you and Dave? Were you ever mad at him for writing something about you?
No, never Dave.
Okay, because I know he's a straight shooter. He's a straight shooter.
The worst thing Dave ever did to me was mistake me for Braylon.
Just now?
Just now.
Just now?
Just now.
You got to give him he's only on a cell phone. Joey, come on. There's a lot of noise.
I feel bad. I feel
I've said Braylon never played for Detroit, though. Detroit never played for Detroit. I mean, I was in the locker room for 6 years. Come on.
Yeah. No, I guess I wasn't really thinking they were former Lion players. So,
don't worry about it. It's all good. We all make mistakes.
So, you got anything else for Dave?
No, that was it. That was it for me.
You're a one-hit wonder?
That's what they say.
How'd you shoot today, Joique?
I talked to a couple of guys. They shot about 5 under. I told them that was cute.
Nice.
13 under.
Nice.
And you showed up just an hour ago, too. That's amazing.
I showed up 3 hours late.
You're like Rosie Ruiz.
I'm going to tell you this. I showed up 3 hours late, and guess what? They were only through 9 holes. No, I played 9 holes. Coming in 3 hours.
Slow motion golf outing, baby.
Oh, my God. What's the age limit here? Is it like 60?
Hey, watch that. Watch that. Hey, Dave, well, I got you on the horn. Fill us in on the star of the show so far. That would be Malcolm Rodriguez. Is he going to start for this team?
Guys, he's going to start. I mean, look, I don't know that he's going to be an every down player right off the bat. You go back to what Dan Campbell said early in training camp about sort of maybe being able to mix and match players at that linebacker position, right? And Chris Board is a guy who, he played in sub packages for the Ravens last season in the red zone and on third downs. And I do think they'll find a way to get him on the field. They certainly haven't given up on Derek Barnes yet, but Malcolm Rodriguez he's their best player right now at linebacker. His instincts are obvious. You see him every practice where he's slithering through the offensive line, making a play, at or behind the line of scrimmage. And he's going to have some growing pains. You know, he sort of there's a bubble screen in practice yesterday where he maybe over-pursued a little bit and got caught up on some blockers. But, I think he's definitely going to add a physical element to that defense and be something that they need.
That's a rare thing that the Lions get a steal in a 6th round or in a late pick.
Well, you know, Maz, I was thinking about this, right? And you're right. I mean, 6th round pick, and obviously he fell because, in part because of concerns about his size, right? So we'll see how he's able to hold up, you know, to the rigors of a season, right? He's definitely a little undersized there. But, you know, the Lions had a nice day 3 pick last year in Amon-Ra St. Brown. And
That's
Malcolm
right.
Rodriguez obviously is a guy that's going to be a big-time contributor for them, I think, this fall. Right now, the jury is completely out on their 2nd-round picks. Levi Joique because of the back problem, and Josh Paschal we haven't seen play at all because he's coming back from a sports hernia. So if they could ever sort of marry that together where, you know, you get some good contributions out of your 1st-round pick, what you expect him to be, you know, you have a guy on that in that 2nd round that becomes a 2-contract player, and then you get a day 3 pick like an Amon-Ra St. Brown and Malcolm Rodriguez, I think that's when you really start taking a step forward as an organization.
How about the rest of those linebackers? The rest of those linebackers, little struggle maybe. Jared Davis, I'm just gonna mention his name because I saw a video the other day, and one of our guys wrote, "Can you guess who the 6th-round pick is? Can you guess who the former number 1 pick was?" And it was the number 1 pick that was whiffing while Rodrigo was closing.
Well, you know, like I said, to me, I have some concerns about the back 7 on defense and just the playmaking ability that they have back there. You know, the amount of yards that they'll probably give up. You know, their cornerback play hasn't been tip top yet this summer. So I'm anxious to see that once the real games begin. You know, with Jared Davis right now, I think he's definitely competing for a roster spot. Just the sort of makeup of that core right now. You know, the coaching staff really likes Alex Anzalone. He'll be a starter. I think Rodriguez is probably in line to be the 2nd starter. You know, if Chris Board is your sub-package player and you're not quite giving up on Derek Barnes yet, I don't know, you know, what room there is for another stack linebacker. You're going to have to make it on special teams. And so we'll see what Jared Davis' future is here in the next, 7 days or so.
Yeah, that's been kind of the debate around here. I think Jared Davis is going to make the roster. They think he's going to get cut, and that was really going to be my question, so I'm glad you got into that.
We also mentioned Derek Barnes. I mean, I think from just hearing Dave's voice, it's not sounded too good for the kid from Purdue.
Yeah, well,
he hasn't been quite as consistent as Rodriguez, you know. I mean, it's same thing with Jared Davis. Both of those guys, you'll see them make plays in camp, and I think they both, pack a punch as a tackler. I mean, they can both lay somebody out, but Malcolm Rodriguez has just been more consistently in the right place and seems to be able to sort of weed his way through traffic a little bit better to make some plays. So that's why I think the coaching staff obviously has been impressed with him, and that's why I would make him a favorite to be a starter right now.
Thanks, Dave, man. I haven't seen you on Hard Knocks yet. I'm looking forward to still seeing you.
I try to stay out of try to stay in the background as best as possible, but a couple of players and Stan Campbell gave me a little grief about the bucket hat I was wearing this week, so maybe I'll be on next Tuesday. All
right, brother. We'll look for your next stories in the Free Press. Thanks a million, man. Hey, spend $1, everybody. Get the Free Press.
There we go.
There
Dave Birkett from Detroit Free Press joining us, and he's been down at Indy all week. He's had a first view at everything, and he's been giving us good updates. And it's good to see that what we've been hearing is he can confirm it too,
Heck
right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But there's some. I don't like the tone of his voice when it comes to Derek Barnes, to be perfectly honest with you. That's a guy they drafted high last year. Not super high, but high enough that we thought he was going to be a guy that would be able to stick, but I don't know. Getting a little nervous for him.
Well, you know what doesn't make you nervous? The Fulling Warehouse, Maz. That's your home, right?
Yep, I keep telling you, I can't wait to see it. It's got to be on Hard Knocks one of these days. Football and bowling in Hamtramck. Come on, get your foal on. 2 ways to play this game, $12 unlimited open play. And, of course, you have your private lane reservation, 2 hours, run you $120. But you put 10 or 12 people on a lane. Any drink you want, multiple full bars, over 100 beers to offer, and, of course, the mystery $2 mystery beer machine. So you never know what you're going to get out of there. Bring your own food in or have it delivered. It's the Folding Warehouse. Check them out at foldingwarehouse.com.
It's a great day to get some Centron in your life. Okay. There it is. Centron, here we go. Gotta grab the cranberry. Oh, wait, it's 2 for $4. Gotta double up with the classic as well. Centron World, baby. Centron, available at select Krogers, and if you want to know how, go to @CentronWorld.com. You get dope like me. You know what? Why wait? Great taste, guaranteed.
Ciabattas, summer salads, and dip shakes. All at Big Boy. Try a chicken club, chicken cordon bleu, or sunrise ham and cheddar. All on our grilled ciabatta bread. Or keep it light with our Michigan apple, chicken Caesar, or Greek salad. And don't forget to cool off with a frosty hand-dipped cookies and cream or strawberry shake. You heard it here first. Summer just got better.
The only sports network in Detroit that starts with a W. You know, because we win. Woodward Sports, Detroit's winning sports network.
Hey, it's Maz for Chili Peppers Tanning. 27 locations, more on the way, 2 right down the street from our Birmingham studios, right on Woodward. If you join the Pepper Club, they're going to save you $5 on unlimited tanning. They're going to beat all competitors by $5. You get the cleanest salons in the D and the hottest bulbs, the hottest deals, the darkest tans, your Vitamin D headquarters. It's ChiliPeppersTanning.com.
Welcome back to the Bottom Line on the Woodward Sports Network. Thank you to everybody listening on the Roar right now, everybody who's downloaded our app, which is free and available for you in Apple or Google Play stores, and just everybody that's in the chat right now on YouTube. Thank you so much. My name is Stick, filling in for Ryan Ermanni today. Braylon is around here somewhere. Tom Mazaway is joining us, along with Flannel Sam, and, of course, the one, the only Fletch. And it's been a fun golf outing. We were able to catch up with Calvin Johnson. I thought you asked some great questions about the young wide receivers and what he thought of them. So if you missed that, make sure you go back, rewind, and watch Calvin Johnson talking about it. But, Maz, you want to do a little NFL roundtable right now?
Let's go around the NFL.
Sam, get ready because we're going to include you in this, okay?
All right. Let's start it off with just a couple of days ago, the man, the myth, the legend, Antonio Brown. You know him as AB. That's right. How about this? He's calling out Tom Brady. Let's put that up there. Stick, why don't you read a little of that?
It says Tom Brady manipulates the game, gets 14 days. T.O., go home, get his mind right. Oh, to go home and get his mind right. LOL. Now you see the difference. Put that S on.
Isn't that something?
I don't. Is that English? I don't even know what the hell that is.
That's AB English.
Can somebody translate that for us? So he's pissed that Tom Brady got to take a mental break vacation?
Correct. Yes.
I mean, listen, you know my conspiracy theory about why Tom Brady's out right now, right?
Why don't you give it to me again?
Okay, so yeah, if you missed it, well, they suspended and took away a pick from Miami, right?
Correct.
For collusion. For tampering. And who was the quarterback they were trying to tamper with?
Tom Brady.
Okay. So the Dolphins serve a penalty, but the guy that was on the other end of the phone didn't serve anything. So what should the NFL do? I kind of think they're doing what the NBA did with Jordan when he got suspended for gambling.
He got suspended?
You cannot have the face of the league being suspended for gambling.
He didn't get suspended?
That's why he went and played baseball, Maz.
Oh, I see.
And I'm not a big conspiracy theorist, but I just follow what makes sense and what makes money. And the NBA would have lost a ton of money if everybody found out Michael Jordan was gambling on games. Just like the NFL would lose a ton of money if they found out that players were being a part of this tampering and collusion. So Tom Brady is silently serving a suspension right now, and they're passing it off as vacation. That is my conspiracy theory.
The best part about Tom Brady, and I've told you guys this before, he's the only guy that has been involved in the forfeiture of 3 first-round draft picks. Deflategate, Spygate, And now, whatever gate you want to call this, let's call it AB gate.
Yeah,
because
I love Tom Brady, so I don't want this to come across as I'm a Tom Brady hater. I think Tom Brady's awesome.
I got it.
He's a Hall of Famer. He's the best quarterback of all time. He's earned the right to be an idiot sometimes, but you can't make that guy a product of a suspension when he's the face of your league. Flannel Sam, how you feeling about all this?
I mean, I am a Tom Brady hater, but I will say this to what AB had to say. Tom Brady did have to serve a suspension for Deflategate in a crime that really wasn't much of a crime, even in my opinion, as someone who doesn't like Tom Brady, because they won that game against the Colts 44-7 anyway, and most of the damage was done in the second half.
Him.
Yeah, no, but he's saying he got suspended because that's not the only game he did it in.
Oh yeah, I mean, no, I understand that. I'm just saying that Tom Brady.
By the way, where are those kids? By the way, those deflators. Did they ever find those guys?
Oh yeah, those deflators, the ones in the text messages and everything. No, I'm just saying that Tom Brady is a more valuable commodity than Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown, albeit great, has been kind of a knucklehead the past few years. So the fact that he's not in the NFL, he's got to look at himself in the mirror a little bit. And I'm a Tom Brady hater.
I think you hit it. I think you hit it on the head there, bud.
Somebody said serving a suspension in the offseason isn't a very good conspiracy theory. We don't know where this suspension is going to end.
Right.
Because nobody has an end date to when he's coming back.
Todd Bowles said, I hope he's back for week 1. I'm not sure yet.
And I'm predicting maybe week 3 he'll come back. Take a 2-week sabbatical. Go out with your world-renowned model of wife. Go buy a yacht, have some fun, then come back and play quarterback. Serve your quiet suspension.
Poor guy.
Oh, yeah. No, Tom Brady's blessed.
I just feel so bad for him.
Yeah, so tough.
Hey, guys, I talked about Christmas Day last week, but I want to bring it up again because I saw this great tweet out by The Score. And let's put it up on the board. It's a Christmas Day sporgy coming up. Look at what you can do on Christmas Day if you want to avoid your family.
Man, look
Let's
at that.
lead it off with the NBA, right?
I need multiple TVs that day. That is the day that you hope you get a Christmas present of multiple TVs. You hook them all up, you sit in the living room, and you don't leave your couch. You just get fat off ham.
8 games. 8 games. 5 NBA, 3 NFL. One, of course, at 1 o'clock, one at 4:30, and one at 8 o'clock. 3 very good games in the NFL as well, if you don't even want to pay attention to the NBA. But I wanted to ask you guys, well, I guess I'm asking the wrong guys. You don't have a wife and kids yet, Stick. So
I had a wife.
Well, you don't have the,
Didn't work out.
You do have Woody.
I do have my
Woody
dog.
Woody is your kid.
I do have my dog, yes.
But a guy like me, I'm not going to be able to lock and load the entire day on all those games because we host Christmas. We have company coming over, and, of course, I have to act like a host and not just sit on my rear end and watch games like I would always watch them. Hello to Rob Sims as he walks by. So are you going to be watching from pillar to post?
That's what I do any Christmas anyways. That's part of my favorite thing to do on the holidays, and my family hates me for it, and especially during Thanksgiving. I have been yelled at every year of my life because I'm watching the Lions. And my family's always like, why are you watching? You know they're going to lose, so why are you doing this? We want to eat dinner. We've spent all day preparing. I'm like, you spent all day preparing, but every Thanksgiving, guess what? The Lions are playing at noon, right? So give me till 4 o'clock. But no, they always want to put dinner at 2:30.
Oh, that's horrible.
And then they blame me.
You got to wait
then
till
they blame me.
4:30 is the earliest you can have dinner on Thanksgiving. And you got to woof it down and then get down to the Cowboy game. That's just the way it goes.
Yeah, well, no, that's not how my family works. They don't. Not all of them care about football, so they don't even consider it. I know, man, I know.
Sam, how about you?
I mean, I've always loved NBA on Christmas, and now that there's NFL, I'm like a kid in a candy store. It's like Christmas. Well, it actually is. And last year, I actually hosted Christmas as well, me and my fiance. And I was still able to tune in. In the beginning, they kind of let you watch NBA basketball or NFL football because it's a holiday. It's the day, and it's usually for NBA. But then as the evening went on, we had to watch a few movies. But I just quietly moseyed my way upstairs, especially during, I think last year, was it Christmas Eve or Christmas Day? It was the Packers-Browns.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, I had to go upstairs and watch that.
Good boy.
And they didn't mind. I just kind of snuck on up, and when it was over, it's like I never left. It was beautiful.
I have it on for sure as background noise. And as the day progresses, the volume gets louder and louder and louder until it finally takes over the room. And if you don't want to watch it, hey, there's a couple of other rooms that you can go to. And I end Christmas night when I escort everybody out with Die Hard.
Die Hard?
Die Hard's on every Christmas.
It's a Christmas movie.
They say it's a Christmas movie. I watch it on Christmas, so yes.
It's
I
not
guess.
Christmas till I see Hans Gruber get thrown off Nakatomi Plaza.
And I don't get tired of it.
Sorry.
I don't get tired of it.
No, it's a great movie. Bad Santa's my favorite Christmas movie. I love Bad Santa. I could watch that movie nonstop.
Christmas Vacation is tops.
That's a good one, too. But let me tell you about our friends at Les Stanford. If you're looking to get into a new car, get out of your lease, they are the lease experts, and they can hook it up for you. And they also have that brand new Corvette for you, too. You like that? We were broadcasting live. The brand new Corvette was behind us. They are your Corvette king. So go to lesstanford.com right now and find new roads.
Find them.
Fellas, let's be honest. We like things to be easy. We like simple stuff, like sports 7 days a week. We like things uncomplicated, like Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Sign in, sit down, watch your favorite team play. And before you know it, your hair will be game ready. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
Hey, it's Scott from the Woodward Bet Show. It's Friday. Thank goodness. Listen, we've been red hot all week over there at the Woodward Bet Show. You guys got to make sure you come over and check us out at 4:30 at the Woodward Bets YouTube page. You guys also got to make sure you get over to that app store and download oddstrader.com. It's got live scoring, play-by-play updates, and best place to check all the odds of sports books right in the palm of your hand. But hey, let's get to them fun coupons. That's what we want, winners. Listen, guess what? I'm rolling with the Tigers today. You know why? Angels stink. Sandoval stinks. They haven't won one start in his last 10. So listen, we're going to roll with that. Oddstrader.com. Woodward Bets. Check it out.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side.
Lemieux and McCarty, who've had a good knockdown drag up. There they go, right on the whistle. Baby, talking to one another.
Woodward Sports.
At Alta, uptime matters. Alta Equipment has everything you need to get the job done. Have a big project coming up? Alta Rent has you covered. Call them today at 844-GO-TO-ALTA. That is 844-GO-TO-ALTA.
Look at that beautiful tractor for Alta. I love that, man. Especially that event that they did out in Brighton a little while ago. They let little kids hop in the tractors and play with them like they were toys and big dirt. So Alta's a great company. So
did you ever get one of those?
Yeah. Rogelio hopped in there.
Did he?
Yeah, so if you're doing a big project, make sure you hit up Alta. And,
or Rogelio.
Yeah.
Or Rogelio.
Yeah, Rogelio can get it done. He learned how to do it. D-Mac is screaming in the background right now.
He is absolutely killing me.
He's got such a profound microphone voice, especially these mics. These speakers are a little blown out, too. So
it's a blowout.
That's a blowout. And we got to say happy birthday to our man from Chubby Charlie's.
Hey.
It is Lou's birthday.
Lou!
The inventor, the pioneer, our guy with the pickle pizza.
The pickle.
He is the man, and I wish I had some pickle pizza right now. Actually, any Chubby Charlie pizza. So happy birthday to you, Lou. Hope you have a great day. Wish you were out here at the DMAC Golf Outing next year. Let's get a foursome together and let's play out here.
That's it, with pizza.
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right, we're going to play a little game of Would You Rather, all right?
Ooh.
Did it the other day.
Do not play this with your significant other.
Yes. Well, you can.
No.
I'm going to try to skew these questions to us guys.
This and never have I ever. Do not play with your significant other.
All right, I'm going to ask Stick, and I'm going to ask, of course, my man Sam. I don't think Fletch has a mic, right?
No.
Okay, so here we go. Fellas, would you rather have a cook or a maid?
A maid all day. Because I'm lazy like that. Like, to me, cleaning isn't therapeutic. I know some people like it. It's horrible. I hate cleaning. And it's never ending. Like, your house is never clean. I like cooking.
Sure it is.
I can barbecue my ass off, so I will cook for myself. Just clean my house.
Okay, Sam, you're going to be a newlywed soon.
Yeah.
I'm giving you a chance here. Do you want a maid or a cook?
I would rather have a maid. I'm with Stick. Cleaning is just the absolute worst. It's never ending, and I can always eat out, and I can always make my, college dorm room spaghetti every single meal. Frozen pizza, I'm good. So I'd rather have a maid.
How do I always disagree with you guys? It just seems to work out that way. But I want to cook.
Okay.
What are you kidding? I clean my own place. I got my kids. They got to keep their room straight. I can clean a bathroom with the best of them. Okay. I don't mind getting down there and getting on that toilet and cleaning it up and making it shine.
I don't want any.
I live on the toilet. I want to make it look good.
I don't want any part of that.
I'm sorry.
Nope.
But give me a cook, man. Maybe I'd even be skinny because I'd have 3 balanced meals instead of eating crap all day. What do you think of that?
I don't know. I think you'd be bigger because you could just be like, hey, I want a steak. Hey, I want a pie. Hey, I want ice cream.
Okay. Well, I'd still rather have it.
Clean my house, somebody, please.
All right, here you go. Would you rather live at the top of a tall New York City apartment building or at the top of a mountain?
Top of a mountain. Leave me the hell alone.
Really?
Yeah, much better view. New York City, right?
Yeah.
What you said? Nah.
New York City.
New York City smells. I didn't like New York when I was there.
Oh, you're mean.
No, I actually agree with Stick in a lot of ways about New York, but I would still rather have a New York City apartment. There's just so much to do. I could not imagine being that isolated from people. Although I understand the peace and tranquility, I understand the appeal. I need stuff around me. Give me the New York City apartment.
Absolutely. New York City apartment. You're staying in New York or you going to the mountain?
Oh, New York.
You're going to New York. So he wanted a mountain.
Yes.
Okay, I thought you agreed with him.
No, I mean, aspects, but New York's my final answer.
Yes, New York is my final answer as well. All right, would you rather have a nosy neighbor or a noisy neighbor? Nosy or noisy?
Noisy's fine with me. Just mind your own damn business. I don't need you in my stuff. I got a nosy neighbor right now, and she is the worst. I would much rather have her bumping some music or just being obnoxious. I would much rather the noise than the nosy all day long.
Sammy?
I disagree. Give me the nosy neighbor. If you're bumping music right next to me or above my head, there is a special place in hell for you. Give me nosy. I kind of already have a bit of a nosy neighbor, but my fiance gets the brunt of it, so I don't even care. Give me nosy. Yeah, pass the buck. Absolutely.
I'm taking nosy because I can handle the nosy neighbor. I'll just feed him the wrong information. That's all there is to it.
Hell no. Stay out my stuff.
Hey.
1-800 stay out, nosy neighbor.
All right, boys. Would you rather be stuck on an island alone or with someone who talks incessantly?
Oh, God. Oof. That is a tough question.
That's why I give it to you.
Is it somebody that I like that talks incessantly?
I can't answer that.
This is a tough one because I get annoyed with people when they're talking to me, and I tune out, and I would...
And now it's just you and that person now.
Forever?
Yeah.
But it is somebody to talk to. I don't know. This is a tough one. I'm going to go with being alone.
Okay.
Actually, if her name's Mary Jane, I'll take her with me.
There you go.
No, I would rather be alone. I don't like being that close to someone, like sharing all my habits and everything. I'm the type of guy that if I went to prison, I'd actually like solitary confinement. Not that I'm not that I'm like a loner or like an antisocial.
Because it'd be safe.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I just don't like being that close to one person, especially if I risk it being someone that I don't know. Give me alone.
No, I need somebody with me. I can always tell him, hey, man, just shut it down. Even Jimmy. I would have Jimmy with me.
But, Maz,
Jimmy
you're the
Ballou.
incessant talker.
No, I'm not. No. You don't know me. When I chill, man.
Uh-huh.
You don't believe me.
I don't.
I do. That hurts. That hurts. All right. Would you rather have X-ray vision or magnified hearing? I don't want hearing right now from what I'm hearing right now.
Yeah, magnified. I don't want to be like a dog right now. My ears would be getting blown out. X-ray vision. I've always wanted that since I was a kid for multiple reasons. See-through walls, see-through clothes, stuff like that.
When I was a kid, they had these in the comics. They always had an ad, send away for these X-ray vision glasses. And I was like, oh, man, I got to get me that and go to school and check out Dolores DeRizzo. Donna Diaguardi. I'm going to wear those X-ray vision glasses.
I don't even know who those people are, but I hope they were hot. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were.
Right.
They were cheerleaders.
Hey,
Sam, go ahead.
Maz. Hey.
Hey. So what if I said neither? Is that an okay answer?
No, it's not okay.
No, it's either or.
But I don't really want any of those powers. They don't
doesn't
really
matter
appeal to
what
me.
you want.
Okay, fine. Give me X-ray vision just because too much noise. I could just see myself having sensory overload all the time. So yeah, I'll I'll take X-ray vision, although I don't really care to have it either.
I want X-ray vision. I think it's great. I mean, how could you not want to have X-ray vision? I don't want to hear extra stuff. I don't really need to hear extra stuff. We hear plenty at work as it is. Last one. Would you rather have your flight delayed by 8 hours or have them lose your luggage?
Yeah, I'm a carry-on kind of guy, so they never lose my luggage.
Said luggage.
Yeah. Lose my luggage. I don't give a damn. I don't want to waste 8 hours. I could spend an hour shopping to replace my luggage, and I'm good to go, and I got new stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I've had some terrible layaways before, like my last trip in Sedona, Arizona, but still, I would rather have that than them lose my luggage. I tend to overpack instead of underpack, so they would lose like all my wardrobe. So give me the 8-hour layaway.
You got it. Layover. You're not in Kmart. It's not layaway.
Layover. My bad.
They can lose my luggage. I don't want to stay there for 8 extra hours. I don't like any of my crap anyway. Buy new stuff. That's it for Would You Rather today.
I love it. Happy Friday to you. A little fun thing to do on a Friday here at the golf outing for Darren McCarty, live at the Links of Novi. And let me tell you about our friends at the Sports Marketing Agency.
SMA.
They are here for you. If you are struggling with mental anything or substance abuse, they are there to support you and help you get through it. Or if you know somebody that's struggling with it, please get in contact with them. They not only help people, but they also have a podcast called This is the F Word, where they shed light on fentanyl. So go to thesportsma.com. That is thesportsma.com.
It took exploring 50 different formulas and hosting countless taste tests, but we believe Gypsy Vodka is the smoothest vodka on the market. Don't believe us? Ask the owners.
We're Mike and Adam Kazanowski with High Five Spirits Distillery. We're in close to about 1,200 locations throughout Michigan. We wanted to create a brand that was geared more towards freedom, love, adventure, and at the end of the day, we really wanted to tell a story that inspired other people to take risk, follow their dreams, whatever that might be.
Winning is a habit. So is listening daily to Woodward Sports. We're glad you're a winner, and thanks for listening. Thank you to all the fans for making Woodward Sports your #1 online destination for Detroit sports. We promise not to drop the ball.
Odds Trader. If you're looking to place your best bet, there's one place to get all the odds in one place. And I'm talking from every book, so you don't have to go searching the entire internet for them. You go to oddstrader.com or download their app, Odds Trader Bet Station, for your best bet. All right, welcome back. It is the Bottom Line right here on the Woodward Sports Network. We are live at the Darren McCarty Golf Outing, Links of Novi. My name is Stick. That is Tom Mazaway.
Did you win anything?
Sam. I don't know. They said the silent auction's done, but I didn't get a chance to check it within the past 2 hours because I've been sitting here. Hopefully I got the Bo Jackson helmet or the Roger Dorn jersey. I don't know. I heard the Dennis Rodman jersey kept going up and up and up.
Yeah, but it started low, so you might have a shot.
It did start low. Maz, you want to get into your videos of the day?
I do.
All right, let's
here
see
we
what
go.
you got.
All right, we're here, Links of Novi. Here we go.
It broke.
We're back.
And we're back.
All right, remember last week I showed you guys.
On all of them, Jimmy? I didn't win a thing? No, they got just crazy. Ah, son of a.
Oh,
okay,
sorry, man. How about that CMC, Christian McCaffrey helmet?
Okay. Either way, let's get into your videos, Maz.
I'm sorry,
then I'll run in there.
Okay. All right, let's start with video number 1. Last week I showed you I showed you the Browns against the Raiders. What I meant by that is the season ticket holders, they get their tickets. The Raiders give them this gorgeous box. You open it up, and it's like, I think, John Facenda with his great voice talking about how great the Raiders are. You see their trophies, and they give you a gift as well. The Browns, you open up their box, and they gave you a cheap painter's cap. So today I'm going to show you the world champion L.A. Rams season ticket holders.
Whose house? SoFi Stadium looks so nice, by the way.
Yeah, it's got to be. Look at that.
Champ's house. Get a nice little,
beautiful, nice
little
hat.
Oh, you get some of the turf.
Yep,
that's
from the
fun.
Super Bowl.
That's fun.
Isn't that nice?
That is cool.
I wonder how much they paid for their season tickets at SoFi. I bet you it's at least $300 a ticket.
It's L.A., so you know it ain't cheap.
Nope, it ain't cheap at all. So that's what Ram season ticket holders got. Now, I want to show you this contraption some guy made. You're going to see a guy jump off a cliff. All right? One guy is holding on to the other guy. One guy has like a bat wingsuit on. The other guy is going to drop off and then pull a parachute. But check the wing guy out. Would you do this?
3, 2, 1, base.
Yeah, buddy!
It's fucking working. Yes. Yeah, buddy.
Telling you, man.
Is that unbelievable?
Humans are so bored with being alive. We invent new ways to try to kill ourselves.
Honestly.
Could you imagine me and you doing that, Maz? Like, hey, Maz, I'm going to put on this squirrel suit. We're going to jump off a mountain. You're going to hang on to me, then jump off me.
That's why women outlive men. It's a fact. A lot less stress, I think. And finally, this game, I think it's in an Arab country, but it is a very funny. It's the video and the music is great. I think you can play this music. You can't. It's Arabic music.
Nope. Copywritten.
Okay, play it anyway. These guys are blindfolded trying to catch a duck. Okay? And the music is playing. It is hilarious music, by the way. It is like almost Three Stooges-like.
We need to do this at Woodward Sports with the dudes in the back.
Look at this. Look at that duck, too.
That is amazing. Does anybody ever catch the duck?
I can't tell you. Watch the video.
They bumped heads.
They bumped.
All right.
These guys are completely
I wonder if you just stay still, what the hell would
I like
happen?
that guy's pantsuit, by the way. The black one.
You think they have commentators for this?
Yeah, I think they do. But they are hooping and hollering. They are laughing. They are laughing their asses off watching this debacle. Look at the duck. He's going to wait.
Duck.
Now he's going to go.
Get
Watch.
the duck.
All right. He's quacking, too. It's like duck, duck, goose. You ever play duck, duck, goose?
I got to be honest. I want this to wrap up pretty quickly.
Okay, it's wrapping. They don't catch the duck.
They don't catch the duck?
Nope.
Then why the hell did we watch the video?
Because I think it's funny and I wanted to play the music.
Oh, man. So they never catch the duck.
They don't catch the duck.
Yeah, that game sucks.
I thought it was funny.
It's a funny to watch, but yeah, after a while, it's like, get the duck. Get the duck.
Sorry, pal. That's all I got for you.
You're good, man. Well, thank you, Tom. Maz away for a great week. It was fun filling in. The guys will be back next week. The bottom line will be full intact like Voltron, back at it again. So have a great weekend. I will see you tomorrow at the Dream Cruise. Stop by Woodward Sports Studios. I'm going to be there along with Fletch. We're going to be playing putt-putt, giving away that Gypsy Vodka Mulligan golf bag. And we're just going to be having fun right there on Woodward and 15 Mile, technically Woodward and Brown. But you can look for us right there with the Lady Jane's World
Free
Headquarters.
haircuts at Lady Jane's.
And free haircuts for Lady Jane's. First 101 people. So have some fun tomorrow. Come on out to the Dream Cruise. We will see you. Flannel Sam, have a great weekend. Fletch, have a great weekend. Calvin Johnson, thanks for joining us.
Calvin. Thanks,
Joique Bell, thanks for joining us. D-Mac, thanks for joining us. Dave Birkett. We did a lot this 2 hours. Have a great one. See you, everybody, on YouTube.
See you guys.
Make sure you download the Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device.